We're going to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons because that's what we're here to do. Before we get going, does anybody have anything else that they want to say before the executive producer smashes that stream button?
We are streaming.
No, I know. But I didn't know what button she pushes actually, so.
You're doing your best and I appreciate you.
It's gonna be a night, guys. It's gonna be a night. The wooden is skilled.
Oh shit.
Got her. Good God, you guys made it to the Con Longhouse with Stanley where you learned that a bunch of shit was going down in Goodfellow.
If you
guys decided to leave.
No,
I'll just cut out the last.
No, literally, just start right now.
God damn it. You guys take that opportunity to go to your budding new exhibit thing business.
Current meat house.
While you're in there, some bells start going off.
We didn't just go there. We were running from the popo.
We were
Oh
walking.
yeah, that's right.
Well, no, we were walking.
You heard a disturbance.
Yeah.
And then everybody was, there, and Fan stuck his fingers in the blood. That's right. Forgot about
People
that part.
decided to B&E.
B&E. Anyways, you guys make it back to your establishment, the one that you were given payment for.
He made me.
Merc and the Yagigama.
You would have done it.
Yagigama.
So I'm gonna look at it.
And you guys went outside,
Yagigama.
and there's a shitload of dragons in the air. One of them is burning down the place. You leave a very clear and distinct thumbprint in the blood.
Hey, what? They don't have that technology.
Stanley just...
That we hope.
He might.
Anyways, there was a scuffle between you and some of the dragons.
Scuffle. Yeah, that's cute.
Minor tiff.
The Yagigama appeared over the top of one of the buildings. I think that you were underneath. Joanna appeared, staved off the attack from the horrible beast, and Stanley then ushered in a world of hurt on the creature as more mages poured into the square.
Works too, though.
Oh God. I'm never gonna get anybody tonight.
So lost.
Yeah, no. You guys went to Joanne's house, which was partially collapsed, put her on a couch, healed her up, and we stopped right in the middle of your watch. I believe you've gone, right?
I'm always
You've
waiting.
gone.
I went.
Okay.
I think I was about to go.
So you two.
It's always him.
No, but it was me and Matthew. Odette hadn't woken up yet.
Yeah. So, Luca, if you would.
Not Luca.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check for me. I almost called upon. I was this close.
Not all the perceptions work.
Oh yeah. Or she can do it at advantage.
21.
Oh, that's pretty good.
4.
21.
Go with 21.
You are not needed, sir.
You can just lay down.
It's the cacophonous voices in your head that are just screaming at each other about what to do next. One is saying survive and endure and run away from this mess. The other one's saying stay and help and do more to bring about a change. What surprises you is that it's not coming from the people that you would think it was. Like their arguments are effectively reversed.
I'm playing in the
Right now.
background.
The angel on your right is pretty adamant about leaving at this point. That's food for thought for you. You hear the majority of the not anything like this music that's going on. It's like the town is burning. People are screaming. There's walls crumbling. The bells have stopped for the most part, but the sound of people in pain and the sound of braying creatures.
In my mind, it's solitary.
Yeah.
Like great.
It is utter chaos and borderline dystopian outside right now. But for all that you hear, none of it comes close to the building that you and your compatriots are in. And your watch comes to a close rather easily.
Excellent.
Alright, I'll go next.
Well, there's only one person to go next, so. So yeah, any
Oh, so
What
much
do you want me to
better.
roll?
So much better. I got a 1.
Perception?
You start.
Oh my. I think I can roll again. I got that one.
You cannot roll.
Well, no, that's my other one! I always do that!
You both got that one.
Guys, you know what? We can't rely on Matthew
You
anymore.
rolled the
You were our
tens
clutch,
place.
man.
You rolled the ones place.
Why can't I get this through my
God.
head
Oh, God.
that...
What are you rolling? Are you rolling the same shit?
No.
Give it love.
Well, I'm not rolling that one again.
That's the second time.
What do I roll? The tens place?
Mm-hmm.
I got
Wait.
smart and I picked up.
You're doing the ones place.
Last campaign
But I mean, it doesn't matter.
Remember, that's a good one.
Last time
I
too, you were
just
rolling
got
really low.
9.
Like rolling
Yeah.
really low. Is
Yeah.
it your technique maybe you changed or something?
Yes, maybe I have to do that TikTok that you guys...
I tried rolling.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's what I just tried, and it was really bad.
80.
How do you roll dice?
89.
I got a 9. So yeah.
Damn, I keep thinking I am my
Yeah.
other person.
You know what you should do next level when you level up and you get like an ability improvement or whatever? You should get lucky.
Take lucky.
Level 13.
Yes, no, it's 14
No.
for most people.
The next level's level 13, right?
I'm gonna beat the living shit
Don't
out
get
of
her
it.
I
started.
cannot believe you. I trusted you. That
I
chat
trusted
is
you.
sacred.
You are the chosen
Right.
one.
Yeah, that's
Now I can't trust.
the one with Debbie's tits in it.
Those little teardrops
Little teardrops is how she describes her tits.
compared to
I was
mine.
just gonna say compared to other puppies.
That's not even fair.
Size of my nipple at that point.
There's nothing wrong with big areolas.
I didn't say I had big areolas.
Oh. I wasn't really listening, so.
Okay.
You hear the sounds of scuffing feet.
No.
They are shambling from what you can tell. It sounds to be like a rather large group.
We still have our warning stuff.
Peering outside the window, trying to keep yourself from being noticed in any fashion. Your stomach turns for a moment as you see 5 black cloaked figures walking between the streets, between the houses, as they go from door to door, and you see them knock for a moment. They step inside, as they seem to be let in. There's a flash of red light from within the building, and
Good shot, Jeff.
about 10.
Wait, I'm gonna cast silence on our area, so no one.
And I'm
makes
gonna
noise.
cast minor illusion, and I just want to create like a sheet right. Like as you open the door, I kind of want to create like an image,
Like a veil.
a veil, an image of the room empty, like all
okay.
is empty.
Okay, like almost like a
Oh.
But
a
it's not like
curved
it doesn't
wall.
take the whole room, but it's
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
just a curved wall
Yes.
that like it looks prospectively like
Yes.
everything
like,
is
and
a
like
room.
it's empty.
Okay.
Oh shit. We have warding weapons.
After about
30 feet.
5 or 6 minutes, you see the door to that house open again, and 5 shadowly cloaked figures step out into the night. They move towards your front door. There's a
I'm not
knock.
doing anything, and we're not making any noise.
There's a gentle knock.
A gentle knock at the door.
I do nothing.
Nothing.
A knock again.
Nothing again.
Excuse me, we'd like to talk about your research.
Have you heard about the good word and lord of?
Good word of
I don't know.
yeah.
Good
I don't
good
know.
word of the Lord.
Clue.
Girl Scout cookies.
Those bitches all
You
attack.
hear the sound of scraping, something carving into the wooden door of Joanne's home. That's what you hear. And as the carving begins to come to its close, you see 5 cloaked figures leaving the front door and moving on to the next house.
Oh my god. Did they carve anything into the next house?
No, they didn't carve anything in the first house.
They went in and there
Are
was a
you
flash
you
of
just want to
fire.
watch them?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try.
Okay. with that perception check, it's gonna be
Ugh,
really
that's-
hard.
Yeah.
We're like
to
blind at
through
that
a
moment.
keyhole.
We're like,
Notice, yeah, it's more the sheer terror of like, what the fuck is going on in this place right now?
We're both just hugging each other, having a panic attack.
right?
Yeah, and it's
Well, you said the whole side of the upstairs was blown out. So we can't.
well, it's you guys actually haven't ventured through Joanne's house very much. There is a door at the end of the what would you call it, a sitting room? There's a door at the end that leads to the right that, I mean, you don't really know what's back there, but it seems like the main
Parlor.
hallway where all of the bedrooms would have been, just from what you know of structures and things like that, that looks to be collapsed.
And we are upstairs, right?
No, you're on the first floor.
Oh, okay. Can I tell if they've moved like out of sight
At this point, they've entered into the third home.
and they're inside, but they didn't knock?
They would have gone through the whole same rigmarole, but garnering any specific detail more than there's 5 people, they wait at a door, the door opens, they're let in, and then, I mean, you can keep watching from there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything and just try to keep watching.
Do you
After
think we
about-
should just wait?
Nah.
Maybe we should wake up the rest and maybe we can sneak and then attack them.
Well, I mean, I don't really care to attack them. I don't know what they're here for.
Doesn't look
They're knocking and
good.
being let in. They're not like barging down
casting magic
doors.
and broken down houses and
I would
scarring
like to see
Joanne's
what they
door.
carved in Joanne's door first before we wake everybody up
I want
and
to cast detect magic.
cause a freak out.
There is a glyph on the door. There's a couple other things in the room that light up that would surprise you too. There's a pitcher, like a watering can, that lights up. It appears that there's some sort of fountain in the backyard, whatever that gate yarded, whatever it is.
Courtyard?
Courtyard. That is lit up. There's a chandelier above you guys. It's about 30 feet off the ground. There are small bulbs on the end of it that appear to be magical, even though they're not lit right now. And then your friends and whatever they do on the door.
Do I know what the glyph is?
Yeah, since it's glowing, can you see the shape of it? And there's a helicopter above.
There's search parties going on right now. People need to know what kind of damage there is. There's news
Maybe it's
reports
a
that have to be
it's a
put out.
Viking's horn.
Sorry, I have to. It is a abjuration spell. Whatever it is an abjuration. Abjuration has to do with like warding and defenses and.
I mean, at this point, I took a long rest.
Let me get you a real definition.
It's just because I just got this spell.
Block, banish, and protect.
A short rest in 10 minutes.
That's cool.
It would seem that it is a blocking spell of some sort. Well, a banishment spell.
Banishment. I don't like that.
I would say that if we can find another way out of this place, I don't think we should go through the front door.
I don't think so either.
So do you think we just sit and wait?
I mean, at this point, we've all had a long rest, so might as well just wake
Have we all
everybody
had a long
else
rest?
up.
Have we all had
Yeah, 'cause I'm the last one.
Okay.
And then everyone would.
Then yeah.
Yeah, let's wake everybody.
We go wake up Wanapo and Fan.
Yo, bitches!
Wake up, fuck up.
So we get our full rest.
Oh, wait. I cast.
Silence.
Silence, so we won't be
Assumably.
able to.
Assumably, this is how I'm interpreting it. You have let the cloaked figures
Yeah.
out of your mind, and probably waited till the end of your
Yeah.
watch, which means the silence spell will be gone.
Also, keep in mind with silence, we can't talk to each other.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Really?
Everything is
Good
silent.
to
Yeah, I
know.
just learned that last
It's not like a dome that sound can't go through. What is that from? I
I
think
don't
it's
have that
SpongeBob where they
sound
lower a
bars, so I
dome
don't
over
know.
him and like
Good idea.
sound can't go out or something like that. It's like the dome of something and like they lift it and the guy like loses track of if it's up or down and he's like saying like fuck damn shit. Or he's like freaking out.
I don't think that was SpongeBob.
Well, they didn't say that. But
Oh.
I'm paraphrasing.
It made dolphin noises.
So, on my watch, 6 cloaked men, 5 cloaked men are going door to door.
It could have been 12. We're not really sure.
I
It
mean,
was dark
honestly
and-
though,
35, maybe 222.
Yeah, 12.
we
Six.
didn't roll very well.
5 for sure.
4.
So we
Okay.
saw 5, but there could have been more.
Okay.
Are going door to door. We didn't let them in, obviously.
Right.
So they
Seriously, if you haven't been, if you-
scratched something into the door, and he was able to figure it out.
It's a warding, banishment, or defense glyph of some kind.
Defense. Like a helpful glyph?
Doesn't sound like it.
Like this house is good and
Contextually, it
protected?
doesn't
You
really seem
didn't
like
get
it.
like
They were very
read on
dark.
what it is.
Not exactly, no. Just a general feeling of
Is Joanna awake?
a defensive spell.
Joanne is not.
Is she okay? Is she have a fever? How's she feeling?
Heartbeat.
Okay.
Make a medicine check for me.
But they are currently in the
Anybody
house.
else that would like to do it, only one of you may also perform a medicine check.
Not me, not me.
16.
I got you.
Actually, what do you got?
I got a +4.
I have +4.
Okay.
Go for it, Monaco.
22.
Nice.
Between the two of you, you can clearly see that she is in a deep sweat right now. Her forehead
Fever
is just
sweat?
looks like a bit, probably a fever, yeah.
Does she have any injuries on her body?
She looks scuffed, but you guys took care of most of the physical ailments when you cast all of your healing spells into her. Her eyes are closed.
Okay.
Her skin is pale. Her heartbeat is thready and fast.
I'm gonna give her some water from my water skin. And I'm gonna go to the Boontosh, take a portion of his. You know what? I'm gonna go to Fan. I'm gonna go to like bottom of his like leg or something and rip off some fabric and then like wet that fabric and put on top.
No ripping is a trigger for you.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not touching that.
Donkey punches you.
Right.
Yeah, easy enough. I mean, Fan, I'm assuming you probably
Yeah,
wouldn't argue with
willing.
that.
Yeah.
So from what we saw, we think they're across the street, catty corner, in that house. Currently.
Currently.
Yeah.
And you guys have yet to open the door and look at it.
No, we
read
didn't open the door.
We
what it
didn't really
says.
feel like touching the door with the glyph and the magic glyph on it. And no, we decided.
Magic.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
sense that maybe they have
Okay.
true sight if I go to clairvoyance? That
Well,
area?
between the 5 to 222 of them, maybe one of them might. I can't quite tell you for sure.
You know what she really doesn't like? When you grab her like little rib cage area, like where the belly fat is. I just like give her a little
You
scratch,
tickled
and she
her?
was like, ugh.
So then should we stay or should we go now?
If we want to leave, I think we should leave through an exit other than the door.
I think so too.
Well, Joanne is in a fever state. So I don't know exactly if we want to leave her as such or take her to
We can put her on my back.
a hospital. I mean, but their hospitals may be like filled with actually dead, dying people.
If it's still up.
Yeah, I was just saying if it's not like on fire.
Quantico is going to take an arrow and
To the knee.
cock his bow. No, cock his bow at the door.
Whoa, why are you doing that
Luna,
like in
come
public?
Luna.
No, seriously, that was amazing. Like, all I did was like scratch her belly, like right where it comes together. And she was like, "Don't do that." Like she stopped immediately.
Crazy thing.
Monica's gonna look around at your actions and like.
No.
Um,
No. No. No.
I say fuck it.
How far are we from the door?
10 feet at most.
And let
It
the
depends
arrow
on
go.
Ha!
you
On the door.
comes to rest.
Does anything happen to it?
I had jumped
Detect
behind
magic.
it.
Does it look different at all, or is it
The
still?
glyph is still
still
alive
alive.
and well.
I'm gonna go grab the arrow and put it back in my.
Yeah. Very
If we-
carefully you
Someone open the door.
and you feel the door shift a little bit.
I feel like if we open the door, it will trigger someone to something. Did we get a bad
I'm
vibe
gonna go
from
open the door.
these people? Okay,
As you
well,
open the door,
that's cool.
Yeesh.
the glyph comes to light
Oh no.
with this vibrant red energy that streaks out from the actual structure and impacts you.
Counterspell.
If you want to counterspell?
Yeah.
What level?
I cast at level 5.
I got
Do you?
counter spell too.
Yeah.
As you bring your hand up in this strange orchestration of your fingerwork, you can see the beginning, and it's just a very brief moment of inspiration that you realize I could change it here, and you start moving your fingers around it and almost catch the being mid-air and start pulling on these tendrils of magic, and the spell fades away.
Nice.
I figure we have about a couple minutes before someone noticed that. If the person who did
Was
the
that
spell-
loud?
All right,
No.
let's go.
Someone who did the spell. We have to take Joanna with us.
I would just like to take a moment and say, man, I'm pretty badass.
Yeah. Can
To
we,
be determined
Oh,
at a
come
later
on.
time.
That was pretty cool.
Can we, if we're looking at the thing, can I see what it is? Like, what's it look like?
Make a
Is it a
history
language?
check for me.
I'm gonna harness the power of my rod and regain my spell slot.
There's like a
Does that
a
have a
console.
limitation?
Once per day.
But does it have a spell slot limitation?
No.
You sure?
My rod, I can regain a spell slot once per day,
He's
once
a
per long
warlock,
rest.
there's-
But it doesn't say anything about like
How many times I can
Fifth
use
level,
it?
fourth level
Is it a
spell
warlock specific
slot.
thing, or is that
It's
a
a
magic
warlock.
item that I gave you?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what level his spell
Oh,
is.
it's
He
a
gets
warlock
one
thing.
slot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not over
Then
there.
yeah, no.
Do they have like
You guys only have
a
two spell slots anyways.
like
Three
a,
now.
a council house or somewhere where the head honchos like meet and convene?
Yeah, the
So,
Agora.
okay.
The Agora, and also there happened to be city buildings. You talked to a drunken lizard there once, and got, I think payment. I think that was where you picked up the keys to your house.
Okay.
There are government buildings all over the place, but typically where all the minds meet is at the Agora.
I rolled a 16.
For
Looking at the glyph.
thank you.
History.
History.
The glyph and the way it's shaped. You've never really seen somebody use magic like this. Typically, when somebody puts something like a glyph of warding onto a surface, they want it to be like hidden, right? That's the point of a glyph of warding. This one was pretty in your face, pretty obvious. And best you can tell, that glyph would have been used to protect someone from some sort of energy.
Maybe they knew it was Joanne's house and they were trying to protect her.
If we make a plan, maybe to take Joanne to this place, to the Agora.
The Agora?
The Agora. I mean, they can tend to her. I mean, she's gonna want. I'm pretty sure when she wakes up, she's gonna want to like assist or be the hub of direction and shit. So, I mean, we could take her there. I mean, I can make her invisible so that people don't know that we have her, just in case someone's targeting her.
And do you share that information with us?
Yeah, I would have shared that all with you.
I'm gonna write in my book fam, please don't get pissed at me, but have we ever once stopped to question Joanne?
Yeah, no, I've questioned her a couple times.
Didn't you go inside her mind, Nabuntaj?
I did, and I saw images of her sister or a sister-like person, someone she's very worried about right now. And I don't believe I gleaned anything nefarious. She seems on the up and up, but then again, I'm not the best judge, am
You're good at that.
I? Getting paper. Case in point.
I have no important documents that I need to provide to you at the time.
So what are we doing? We're going.
We could either.
We don't even know if it's still up and standing as a building.
Well, but I'm assuming close by they're going to have some form of triage, or people
There
are
is a
making
hospital.
decisions.
Well, they were
Right.
talking
You want
about it
triage.
being destroyed.
Possibly.
Well, yeah, I'm looking for. Pretty much, I think we should take Joanne to where she is gonna want to go to anyways, to make big business decisions.
But if she's not conscious.
They will at least. I mean, what I'm saying is, I don't mean to be insensitive, but I'm not a doctor,
Yeah. No,
and she's kind of dead weight at this time.
I'm good with.
I think the hospital should be the first thing to check, though.
Yeah.
If there's a hospital, leave it there.
How far away is the hospital from here?
You are on the bluffs,
Right, in the mountain, kind of.
Goodfellow.
Yeah.
It's best you can tell. It's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about a mile away.
Cool. If
Oh
I use
my
clairvoyance,
Yeah.
could I get to that hospital to see if it's still up and running?
Oh, nice.
You know where the hospital is. You
Yeah.
personally have had some
I'd much rather just stay where we are.
interactions with the local denizens.
Oh,
of that
okay. You
hospital.
know
When we
what?
went
That
to
was
go talk-
retconned.
When we went to go talk to the
Never
kids.
fucking happened.
So lucky we had a.
That was such a
Hey,
long
wow.
time ago.
That
I
was
don't
such a long
even
time ago.
remember.
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
That was
Yeah.
a while ago.
Weird full back in time.
Then I would like to cast clairvoyance. I'm going to like kind of be in a own position, hands in my lap.
Make a perception. Throwing some spice on it tonight.
I am. Perception, 22. My perception's plus 10.
Nice.
At
Is yours
first,
higher than
That's
mine
a
now?
really good one to have.
Yep,
that
that's
high.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder, I think yours is higher than
at first, you were confused.
Plus 2.
The spell, as it moves outside the house, doesn't seem to be working. And you start thinking, well, what if I went up? And you realize it's not that the spell wasn't working. It's the thick layer of ash and smoke that
Oh,
seems to be
shit.
billowing through this area was obscuring the vision. And as you crest over this towering pillar, or around this pillar of smoke and fire and debris and poor air quality, the scope of what has happened hits you, and it makes you a little nauseous. There are sections of Goodfellow that you have never seen before
Right.
that are completely burned to the ground.
Wow.
There are sections of corn, not corn,
I would have been like,
farmlands to the east of you that have been raised. Their grounds look poisoned. Their crops look wilted. The more congested areas, every building seems to be destroyed or demolished in some capacity. The gardens that lead into the city
Wow.
blackened.
Jeez.
And as you compose yourself and try to move forward, ignoring the knot that is building in your stomach, you do eventually find where the hospital is. It looks like one of the wings has been damaged, not badly, but this was clearly not the target of whatever attack this was. The orphanage that is next to it has also sustained damage, but you can see there are people moving around inside. that don't seem to be in any kind of panic. And there are some folks who are kind of shepherding children out of the building after some of them are clutching blankets and teddy bears and towels.
I clench. I'm
There's a
assuming-
photo of her on the wall.
Yeah. Whew.
Wanted.
God. Alright. Everything's destroyed, most part. The one of the wings of the hospital's down, but it looks like there's a bit of calm. But the hospital is still intact.
There are a shitload of people outside the hospital, like laying on cots and bedrolls and things like that.
It looks like they're making a makeshift triage with how many people are hurt and injured.
Can
I
we tell-
imagine they would make room for the leader of the whole town.
Can we tell if she's like poisoned or something?
One of, anyway.
We did a medicine.
You got a
We did
really
medicine
good
check.
medicine check.
I did
She's
got
not-
21, she got 24, I think.
So she's just like
Poisoned.
she's
Is
like
it more of a
But
mental?
something is
like the flu.
preventing her from. There's some sort of.
What's it called? Disease.
I don't want to call it a disease. But that's
Yeah.
as close as you can probably get. There's some sort of like disease that's afflicting her.
Since I rolled so high, can you tell me if something like lesser restoration would do the trick, or does it seem something beyond that?
You can always try.
While my eyes are still a haze and hearing this, Nabuntosh, can you detect magic on her mind?
I don't think anybody tried this restoration.
I thought her.
Did she try it?
No.
Did you try lesser
Their weapon.
restoration?
No, not yet. So I asked if she's poisoned.
While I'm still, how far is from the hospital to the, like, is it a good radius where I'm still within a mile? And the
Yeah, so
Agora's
you're
still?
not quite hitting. Oh, where the Agora's at is between you and the hospital. Not quite. It's
Okay.
more like a triangle effect, but
Okay. So
You could
on
get
my
to it.
way
Yeah.
back with it, because it lasts for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just. I'm
Can
going
I
with my
come
sister.
back, check out
Do you
the
want me to
Agora,
do
and then
lesser
make my way back to where I am?
yeah, the Agora.
I'm gonna try and keep
As you
it.
approach, it's not the Agora that really grabs your attention. It's the
I
column.
think it's gonna be greater.
Okay.
This one does. Let's see
The
what it says.
roof has been like broken in on
Okay.
multiple of the barracks, or I forget what they're called when they're in college, but that's what I know.
Dorms.
The dorms have been collapsed, like from
From
the
college?
roof
Okay.
down. Some of us went to college, some of us joined the military.
Most went to community.
Some of us didn't know.
Okay.
The main
We're all over the
research
place.
center looks like it's in shambles. It looks like a building that was never finished. Every window is broken. Most of the doors are blown off their hinges. There are faces in sections that have been blown outward, it looks like. And there's rubble scattered all over the grounds. Massive claw marks, scorch marks. You can see there are remnants of spells that are just kind of lingering in the after effects of such an explosive confrontation.
The college is completely destroyed.
And the Agora, one section, two of the pillars have actually collapsed downward and outward, and you can see clear inside. It looks like it was set up as some sort of council chambers to be more private, and they kind of repurposed the Agora from this place of public arguing and information sharing to a more secluded political state.
Do I see any people?
There are people
That's
milling
right,
about
doing
everywhere.
stuff.
It looks like,
Okay.
for what you see, there doesn't seem to be any organization except for mostly at the hospital. It seems like most people are just trying to pick through the rubble and grab what they can to survive, or whatever cherished memories they may have lost in the event.
Okay, then I'm gonna come
So
back.
should we try taking her to a town nearby?
While she was doing that, I was hoping to try a heal spell.
Just a regular, like,
It's choose a creature you see within range, surge of positive energy washes through the creature, causing it to regain up to 70 hit points.
70.
This spell also
levels.
ends blindness, deafness, and any disease affecting the target.
Interesting.
This spell has no effect on constructs or undead.
Gotcha. You can always try.
No, I'm trying.
Okay.
We
So
press
while
the
he's trying,
we press the burn button.
I think we can either, if this doesn't
As
work,
you-
we take her to the hospital.
Reach down. You cradle Joanna across part of your lap. You hold her with your gigantic elephantine paws. She looks so small, almost like a overgrown child. She's like a teenager almost. The size difference is outrageous because she's like a short half elf and he's a tall Luxodon. But as you stand there or sit there, pushing this hope and positivity and energy and life force, almost taking away from some of your own, not quite, but on the edge, you sacrifice your most powerful spell and you watch as her eyes stop moving so rapidly.
Okay.
And with your medicine checks, feeling and knowing that this was going on, actually you would probably be the one doing it because she's off another plane. You feel her pulse settle, becomes more stable, more reliable. The sweating is, it's lessening. She still looks a little messed up, and you see a slight flush to her cheeks. Her eyes flicker open briefly. Is that you? And you see a weak hand reaches up towards you.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
That's the best one-liner you have.
I
for
don't-
one who's just waking up.
Fan is a little off.
And all he
He's
says, "How
super
are you
awkward.
feeling?"
Could have said something so much cooler.
She caresses the side of your
What a
trunk.
first date. Something, man.
Sorry.
How's the city?
It's not looking great, but it's under control. I think Stanley, along with some forces, have settled things down.
I need to speak to the council.
Yeah, that is. Are you even okay to move right now?
Help me out.
Is the glyph carving still on the door?
Mhm.
Can we still see it?
Mhm.
I'm gonna run over real quick and like sketch it, and then I'm gonna sketch 5 black figures and show it to Joanne.
She kind of, you see, it takes her a moment to focus on it, but eventually gathers it.
Yeah.
Yes, the Knights of Enir. They are spiritual leaders, I suppose you could say. They have a temple here now, and looks like they may have offered us some of their protections.
Anir? A-N-I-R?
E-N-I-R.
Oh, I put in ear.
And ear.
I in ear. In ear.
And ear. One ear and
Worst
ear.
place to have
Yeah.
sex.
Well, that's unfortunate because we were scared of them and did not let them in the house.
They're into mysticisms and show and theater. It's gaudy the best.
Side note, he didn't make them show up till we double nat 1, so we had reason to be suspicious, and I'm still suspicious.
Listen, man,
Right?
Just saying.
you do whatever you want.
Why would a good thing show up in
You never
Because
know.
we rolled
Sounds
an
like
89.
Mage
To be
roll
fair,
a,
to be fair,
no, we don't have to go into
We rolled an 89.
You guys have never played with us in the other campaign, but you guys have each had encounters after rolling really low that
That'd be
weren't
good.
so bad.
Yeah, they weren't so bad.
Including you. I mean,
But
well,
I
I
thought
can't
for
go
sure
too deep
double
into it,
nat
but
1.
Would have, yeah.
Yeah.
she got
We can,
checkerboarded by a succubus.
Yes.
I think you had raccoons
Could've
shit on
mine.
your stuff.
I mean, that's pretty bad.
You've
Something
woken
with a
up with
squirrel.
things on your face, like
Something with a squirrel
Yeah,
happened.
something with a squirrel or something, or owls, or I don't know.
Yeah, I remember.
Somebody got voluntarily bitten by a vampire.
Oh, yeah.
Sure did.
So there, lots of things can happen.
Badass.
Doesn't-
He was hungry, so he let
Oh,
us
that's-
Yeah, you're like here. Yeah.
It might not be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, she might turn into a vampire, but who cares?
I'm gonna come up to Joanne and like kind of sit at her
Yeah.
feet and be like, give her some of my rations. to eat.
Yeah. I mean, she's sitting up at this point, and she's like, as you sit down, she's like, no, I would like to go. We should go. We
The
should go."
Agora is completely demolished. The college is demolished. I don't see anyone, or didn't see anyone creating some type of triage. The only place that seems to be active and organized is the hospital.
And that temple, apparently, because they're having people go there.
Can I lend me your arm? And she
Right.
puts out her, and like she just puts weight on you, and like stands between you and Finn, and you see she closes her eyes, and she starts whispering under her breath. It's a mumble, like almost like when somebody's reading a book and they don't realize that they're mumbling. There's not words coming out. It just
She got
is
my
like
fucking
some
mind.
sort of, huh?
She got my fucking mind.
I know, right?
Fuck.
I know, right?
She opens her eyes again. The council meetings at the Agora. Please.
Okay. Alright.
Well, send in.
I think
Would you like to travel on my back?
That would be inspiring. Can you go downstairs?
we could definitely try.
If I roll
Yeah.
well enough, yes.
If she goes backwards.
I also don't mind carrying you.
Aw, someone's getting
I offered her first.
Well, that's just like the stair
She-
thing.
Sits on your back.
Oh, like a
and
beautiful
just kind
elf
of-
goddess just sitting
She just
there.
kind of like leans into you.
Ah!
Like, she's got her feet on the same side. She's just kind of like leaning into you. You can make sure I don't fall.
I nudge Quantico.
Yeah.
Drop the picture. Drop the picture. Drop the picture.
As we're walking all the while.
Just start typing.
And thus anime was born.
That's anime.
What are you concerned by any way since the town is in a state of frenzy that someone may attack you? Should we perhaps put you invisible?
I think the attempt on my life has already been made. And I can't thank you enough for helping me after I fell unconscious. I think that whatever it was would have taken me. But here I am. We are strong together, and the fellow is not routed yet. So
I want to go up to Fan real quick. Hey there, Fan.
Yeah, Booney?
So you know my situation is very common situation. A lot of people deal with it, where they have, multiple
just like
souls
to draw veiny dicks
inside
against
of
the
their
wall.
bodies.
Yeah.
Very common. Not the only one.
Yeah.
Well, the one part of me that is, shall we say, not a dick, he's telling me to run for my life in this place.
Yeah, I don't really know where you go.
Like he's saying the city's not safe.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Right, but like, even still from further attack is the vibe that I'm getting.
That's fair.
Just thought I'd throw that out there, so if another dragon falls from the sky, I don't want
Yeah,
why
no.
didn't Booney say something?
Yeah. No.
This is Booney saying something, so
I feel you.
just a
We'll
thought.
take that into consideration.
Yeah, I would
and
recommend it.
let's at least try to figure it out first, and then run.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to Joanne and say, I think it's best if you remain hidden. So I'm gonna put my hand on her forehead and then at her chest, not in her chest, but like up,
Mm-hmm.
Respectfully.
respectfully.
Head and heart.
Head and heart. And cast invisibility on her.
And I am going to.
That is concentration.
I'm going to change into like a little gecko and crawl up on Odette's back
So
and ride her.
I love this side of Fan. He was like, no, they touch my woman.
No, it's really just for the ride, and I'm scared a little bit for my,
My woman.
bloody hand situation.
As you feel a gecko crawling up onto your shoulder, you feel hands wrap around your stomach, and one of them shows up maybe just a little bit risque, a little bit on the adventurous side, but not so far as to be without consent.
Did we establish if you have underbelly
My
nipples?
pony.
No, I
What's going
don't.
on?
I
She
just
doesn't have
have.
abdomen nipples like on her abs.
saddle.
It's what's on her
Waiting,
horse torso. You don't
ride
really.
it.
You could look.
I thought we had had this discussion. That's what I was
We had
asking.
this discussion.
I don't think we
Yeah.
did.
I thought we did. Maybe off.
We
Off.
got 2 human nipples.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
No.
No, because her torso's human. So underneath would have to be the nipples of the
That's what I was
horse.
asking.
Oh,
We have
Yeah.
those. Do you know those guys?
I do know.
Do you wear pants? Just
No.
How would you
Why?
wear pants if you had?
It would just be the 4 legs would have like stocking looking. That's how that works. That's how they wear pants.
No, I would wear pants on my back legs and it'll.
I'm gonna. Do
Where-
centaurs
Show
have
me.
nipples?
Show me on your mini where your pants are at.
That,
Okay,
would
hold
make
on.
any sense, because technically that's her legs, right? So you would have to wear legs on all
She's
4.
got like a pair of jeans with like a huge open ass that button in the back.
No. I have a picture in my
Well,
head.
what is the purpose of jeans? Is it to cover your butt and your
Her
bits?
hoo-ha's been out this whole entire game.
Yeah.
I know. I've
Uh,
smelled it the whole time.
Oh yeah.
If I had to choose one,
Oh, there's all the.
it would
yeah.
be like this. Not like this.
That's what I say. I think it's like that. It would have to be like that, right?
No, I would assume
imagine
like
the bottom
this.
left one.
This one?
Pants are to cover the bad parts.
No, this one's just.
The
Look at your ass is
the bottom
showing.
left one.
I have an answer. The answer is clearly the human nipples. Horse necks evolved so that they could reach the teats while standing up. Human necks just don't have the necessary range of motion to be able to do this.
Nice.
Wait, what?
That's why it's torso.
But that doesn't
Means
answer the question.
If you're gonna have little baby centaurs, they're gonna be like little mini yous, right? So they have a human neck, not a horse neck. So when they suckle from your boobay, they're gonna do it with a human mouth and a human
That's
neck.
assuming that her
On her-
ovaries
Ah.
are human
Right, so-
eggs
so
versus.
on her
Next
This
not
is
boobs
centaurs
or
that
on
are
her.
Oh.
Yeah, the
But
neck isn't long enough
she's
to
not
reach
really
her
a
boobs.
centaur.
though.
She would have to lay down every time.
Right. But if she had teats on
You
her
have
horse
little
bottom,
centaur, big centaur. It's like a kid standing out
Well, I
You're
mean,
telling me that you're
I
going to
am
give
not.
birth to something that can stand up to
Her
your
chest.
neck.
That's what horses do. They stand
No.
like within a minute
Not-
of being
well,
born.
yeah, I know. I get that. Like they're full. The foals are standing and running like giraffes.
But
But
the
like-
nipples are underneath,
But what
right?
I'm saying
I would
is that
assume-
they suckle from human titties.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
But-
Because they have a human head. A
Yeah, but
human
how would
neck.
they
I
be able
can
to
see that.
reach?
I
I
don't
can.
understand what you're.
You pick them up.
I feel like a little centaur would be tall enough to walk underneath the mama centaur.
Yes, that's what I think.
and then
as
suck
well.
them down there.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
not the argument.
I think it'd be her preference at that point.
Yeah, no. I'll tell you
Where
right
are your
now.
nipples, damn
she
it?
has-
This is how far normal four-legged creatures have to go under.
That's a brand new birth
Yes.
creature.
Yes.
Let me see.
I could see it. Arguably, she does have 4 nipples on her belly.
She could also pick up the babe.
DM says so.
And what makes you think that I will not be there helping? Like, I could pick up
Well, I'm
But you're not part of her.
I'm not
I
a
can't
true
swear.
I'm not a true centaur, so
and then. Yeah, exactly. So you didn't even know if
You're
her
not?
ovaries are human ovaries
Oh.
or centaur ovaries.
You
Oh, you
guys
did.
have talked about this.
Yeah,
a
we've
little bit.
talked about it.
We've like brushed by it.
Last week we
on a
talked about
subway
it.
Talked about it
once
last week.
in
You are not
Japan,
a centaur?
and that's about it.
If you're not a centaur, then what are you?
Oh,
my
Joanne.
gosh, so we were talking
There's so
out
many
of games,
questions.
so fuck off, Joanne.
Joanne, this is an
Fuck
A, B,
yourself.
C, D, E,
That's borderline.
No,
F,
that's-
E conversation, F,
Fuck off.
Get the fuck out! Okay, so we're gonna make our
Here's,
way
next
to the Agora.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
your
Definitely.
rather dexterous body and skills, I won't make you roll for it.
I want to keep my head on a swivel,
Perception check.
still feeling the stress of
Yeah.
Like
my...
Emily Rose swivel or
Like, look at that.
Ugh. That whole scene where she's in the church and it's like, ah, and then the guy's like, oh, and he starts backing up and she's like, don't leave me. Put her head's on backwards. Fuck
What
that.
scene is this?
Emily Rose. Exorcism of
Exorcism
Emily
of
Rose.
Oh, I never saw that.
When was she in a church?
Yeah, she was in church.
Yep.
She like gets possessed. She does the whole.
Oh, this
you
is
know-
kind of earlier on in the movie.
Yeah. She
okay.
like centipedes her way to a church and then like prostrates herself in front of the cross.
So
and
we're
turns
making our
around.
way
Oh well.
to the
to
Agora.
the Agora.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of smoke in the eyes, and it's the watery eyes and the sniffly nose. It catches all of you.
Devin
at
had
some
to ask
point.
where her nipples
Um,
were.
Well, I realized we
Your
never
dad's a real
answered the
penis.
question.
She has 4. She has 6.
Yeah, we got this.
She's got
we
6.
can continue
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I think we need a diagram. Do you think Nimtu would draw this for us?
Name T drawing. We need to know specifically how long are
Glasses are so dirty.
Right. What are the length of your nipples?
Hey!
It's not hard. I mean, aside from the
My
fact that
upper
you can't see
my
anything,
upper nipples or my lower nipples?
Are they like
All of-
Luna quality?
Alright. She's
Yeah,
never given
little
birth,
Liz.
Well,
so
with
no.
how horny Luke is,
Luna is
definitely
definitely
yes.
giving birth. That said, you guys make it to the Agora without much incident. There are people along the way. You can hear cries of help. You can see most of the buildings, the karst type buildings that are on this rock face. It's really hit or miss whether or not they were hit or missed. There are breaks in the stairs that weren't there when you guys made your way up, but nothing that Joanne isn't able to be like, oh, if we just go this way. Eventually, after probably about 30 minutes of slow travel because of the amount of obstacles in your way or just debris that blocks the roadway, you make it to the Agora. There is a small gathering of people that has started. You can see most of the Archons that you've noticed previously. That was really gross.
It sounded really pleasant.
It sounded horrible.
Felt great, I'm
Chris breaking the wings of a quail sounds extremely similar to that.
Aw.
He was dead.
He was dead. Yeah, he didn't do it. He wasn't maliciously like drowning a cat in a trash can or something.
I've seen him do that too, though.
You can see there is a Warforged who you guys know to be in charge of carpentry.
Is it Theodore?
No, it's not Theodore. It's Jude.
Oh, that's
Theodore.
That's what you said at one point, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know for the carpenters though.
It's a Warforged.
Oh, I got you. I know who you're talking about. Gotcha. No, it is not Theodore. There is the magicians, the Yun Tai of the magicians. He's a.
Are these the people that we saw?
He's a person.
Is
Are
this
those the snake people?
Yes, they're not the lizard people that you murdered. The
I
Masons,
didn't do it.
The miners.
That was Lynch.
Joanne makes the prostitutes.
Kayak.
Sailors, shipwrights, and smiths. Interestingly, Stanley is not present at this time.
Do we see any kind of general or person that seems to be in charge? Leaders?
It seems at this point everybody's waiting. As you approach, some eyes turn to you with recognition. Joanne kind of says a little pointedly, anytime you would like. Anytime.
Sorry, I'm reading the spell.
No,
Excuse
you're
me?
fine. As you're kind of lost in the horrendous scene that is worse in person, somebody kind of shakes you and you. Oh, yeah. Joanne is asking you to drop your spell.
Yes, okay, yep. So I'll just.
What spell are you?
Yep.
Yeah, what?
Invisibility.
As
Oh,
Joanne
that's
becomes
Yeah.
revealed, she reaches over your shoulder, grabs the gecko, places you on her shoulder, and then
Does the gecko
No.
have elf hangers?
it's
Very
really
small little
strange. The structure of the skull doesn't seem to fit, and there are these weird skin flaps on the side of its head that keep falling forward.
Does it look like it's blushing?
A little bit.
Who's doing this?
She she puts her hand out at you, Nabuntosh. Her hand. You both help her down. She lands with a little bit more impact than you think she intended. Her legs kind of buckle, but she stabilizes. Where's everyone else? And she's addressing the council.
Oh.
Heads kind of start bowing, and Oakley, who is a lizard folk, but a red lizard folk, you see steps forward.
Alderman, I regret to inform you. Alice, we found her body, as well as Stanley.
Oh! He said he was okay.
I think the next appointed for Alice would have been Elisha. And I honestly don't know about Stanley.
You see, the news has somewhat startled Joanna. She kind of braces against you again. So, Alas is far worse than I had intended or imagined, I suppose. I thought maybe we could control the beast a little more, limit the damage. Do we know who is responsible for the attack? And you see Oakley once again reaches into a pouch and pulls out a medallion. It's a golden plate structure. It's probably about 3 inches across. And engraved on the front are rolling hills. And on the back is an inscription that is illegible.
We found this at the scene where the Yagigama fell. The strange, orcish, bugbear creature bored within its body. And it would appear to be the symbol of one of the royal families of Cedar Gatlin.
What royal family?
Interesting. Are you asking this to me or to Oakley?
Oakley.
Point of order. It's Oakleigh. Not like your dog.
G-H.
Oh. Legally distinct. Well
Legally
done.
distinct.
So it's like Lee at the end.
Oakley. The Celix.
Spell that?
Celix.
Does that seem familiar to...
Yeah, you're plenty aware as they show you. Make a history check.
Oh, that's you! Oh, I'm so sorry! I thought it was Willow. I'm like, this is my space.
Were you picking her?
I was just like... so
I was wondering what
Okay,
happened
fine.
to Debbie. I didn't remember seeing her leave.
18.
I slid under like a
Um,
slithering snake.
You have actually studied under the tutelage of Adelaide Celix. She's one of the major historians of the city, and their family is known for collecting art as well as children.
Oakley, are you familiar with the Celix family?
I am not.
No, he said
Apologize.
He said.
I'm a little,
He was talking about them being courage.
but I come from a small town.
Master sense of
Right.
surprise.
I turned to Joanne, kind of bowing. The Celix family is known for its collection of fine art and children. They come from Cedar Gatlin.
I unfortunately also happen to know that they are a little more colorful than just art and toddlers. They have many a great scientist on their side. And I would not be surprised to learn that they have formed a coalition to create some sort of task force against us.
I'm sorry. Do you remember the? I'm trying to look for the name. I think I have it, but I don't think that's right. Is it Ivar? Is it Zan?
spell it?
I think I spelled it Ivarzang.
Man.
Ivarzing?
Ivar. Ivar.
Ivarzang. I can't remember it fully. I think I may have spelled it wrong.
Wow.
Did I spell it horribly wrong?
Nope. I have lost that character.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can call it
This
just
is
Ivar for
my
now.
Greatest fear is the Ivor Zoing.
Ivor.
Ivor. I-V-O-R.
V-O-R.
Z-O-E-N-G. Zoing. Ivor. Ivor Zoing.
For days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back to those ones.
I once had the pleasure of studying with Adelaide Celix.
Familiar?
Do you know if Ivor Zoing was perhaps a scientist under the Celix family?
Well, depth of knowledge in this arena may prove incredibly useful.
Or not at all?
Ivor Zoing and Adelaide are married. And their children, I believe, are studying under their father. Last I checked. You look confused.
I'm gooped and gagged.
We
Right.
have for some time suspected that Celix family was the main driving force of this campaign against us. Unfortunately, we were not able to prove much more than a couple of hearsays and a few stray coins. We lost a good woman to those stray coins. At this point, I think it is prudent to call forth what forces we have. Bury our dead, and then march upon Cedar Gap.
With what army?
Yeah, do you guys have an army?
We will raise what we can.
Do you have an
Or-
idea
Fine.
of how many men and women we could get together?
I don't know, but I am fairly confident that this is not the last time that Goodfellow will be attacked, and it is likely that we will not survive the next onslaught.
Or perhaps you could send in a force of highly trained operatives into Cedar Gatling.
And where would we find such a highly trained
I
force?
kick Fan.
I mean, he's a
I'm
lizard.
a lizard.
Fuck, he's a lizard! Get my foot up! Kick
I'll kick him! He's like,
And he goes
I'm a
flying.
lizard on Do I remember, what's the guard's name, the guard captain?
Man, you guys are asking me questions. I'm not trying to look for it. You guys know better than I do.
I was just looking for it.
there we go.
You wrote it down. I think Guanapo wrote it down.
Guanapo, definitely. No, she asked me like 6 times.
Yeah, I
He
did
asked
see
me 6
Guanapo
times.
like 100%. Wrote it down.
I made him up, so.
Oh, Captain Ronate.
Ronate.
I
Ronate.
just found it right as I said it.
Yep,
He's
Captain
an orc,
Ronan.
by the way.
Yes.
Ronate Stern, the orc.
Yep.
Do I reckon, is he in the room?
Well, you're not in a room. You're standing outside the Agora.
Okay.
As you guys have been talking, as this discussion has been going on, you can see people are kind of filtering in. It looks like people kind of passing by, like checking to see if there's something going on, and then like, oh, there's something going on, and like trying to get more information. Captain Rooney, that you know, because you've never seen him, is not there. But there is a rather posh-looking orc. He has elements of green and bronze to his skin. It's very weird. It's like almost like a cow pattern. And the darker spots are green, and the lighter spots, which encompass most of the body, are this kind of pinkish bronze. 2 large tusks jutting out from underneath his lower jaw, and a very hardline look to his face. In what was at one point, I'm sure, you're sure, is incredibly well polished armor, but now is dented and dirty and gross.
Fair.
I will say, I personally would like to see my loved one behead Ivor. Wow, Ivor Zoing.
Ivor?
Zoing. Preferably. So, unless my compatriots say otherwise, we could offer our services.
And the rest of you would join?
I'm gonna stare down at Lizard Man.
I'm just gonna kind of like give you a little lizard thumbs up.
I just imagine him holding to the side of like Joanne's hair and be like, lizard form.
Trying to hide a little bit on the shoulder, but yeah, it's just a little thumbs up from me.
I am willing. I'm just concerned about if they see us.
I don't want to miss a chance to kill him.
I agree.
What I do know.
Who are you wanting to kill?
Ivor's one?
Why?
He's a bad man.
You're doing a good job interpreting what I want to ask.
Cornpone and I is very key.
Almost like you guys been married for like 10 years.
The road has changed the relationships.
Did we answer those questions? Are we still
Wait,
recording that?
are you still... What?
Yeah. Why do you want to kill this fellow?
We can talk about it over beer.
You were just very desperate to not
Do you want to join in or not?
Stage whisper. You were desperate to not join in on this wall.
Stage whisper.
But this person
And now
is
all
a
of a
bad
sudden you
man.
wanna fight.
This bad man.
There's lots of bad men.
Bad
all over the
man.
world, but you didn't say
Bad man. You
anything
should probably answer. It's really...
Yeah, Joanne's literally sitting here going like,
No, I said stage whisper, sir.
no, I know. You're standing right next to her. Everybody else is like,
We just I
oh,
put it out there
Joanne's
and made a
just
grand old
standing there like,
speech.
Look, okay, I just want.
Are you in or you out?
I'm always in.
Tell the people.
Mostly because I have nothing better to do.
Cool.
But what? I feel like
Talk.
we should know your
Talk
relationship.
Talk people.
See, this is the problem that I have with this group is that we have all
it
this
is
secrets that
fine.
we don't share
We do
with
not
each other,
need
like fantasy assassin.
a particular task force, but your offer is
Yeah,
appreciated.
but we don't talk about this, so you always want to bring it up in the worst possible time.
Worst
So
possible
let's
time.
talk about
Still
it.
talking about these drugs.
Yep.
As she kind of turns to the crowd,
We're like,
she sneezes and just goes, "Achoo," and under her breath, almost imperceptibly if it wasn't for your strange lizardly elephantine ears, you hear her say like, yes. And then she comes back.
I don't see nothing wrong.
with
a
a
little
We will
bubble
Find another means. As for now, bring me Bertrand. Bring me
Oh, you're talking to us? You're talking to us?
Roxanne. Bring me
You
any member.
Any bimbo?
Any member.
Oh,
of
sorry, I heard bimbo.
You
Any
like-
bimbo.
yeah.
Hello.
You rang.
any member of the scientists, as well as, if they are still alive, both of the Jagradars.
The what?
Jagradars, you've actually met one. They were, oh god, I don't know which one you met. I believe she was an elven woman. I think, right?
I have no idea.
Or was she a satyr?
How do you spell
I
her
don't
name?
know. Jagradar?
Yeah.
Jagridar.
That was close.
I lost that spelling competition.
Oh, so close.
I
Dude,
Dude, that's
honestly,
why I
if you guys make
I look
it
at
work,
Devins and I'm like, that's pretty close.
There's not a
but,
Z in there? I thought there was a Z.
I can tell you when I DM, my words
Shut
and names
up.
are not going to be crazy.
no. Listen.
Oh, this is Craig.
Craig, Bill,
Well,
Bob.
dude, that's why I do
Big
names
guy's
like
name
mine.
is June.
Fred.
It's actually an Indian form of leadership. In case you guys didn't know. I don't know if I'm pronouncing. I'm probably butchering it,
It's okay.
Oh,
but
playing and
Jesus.
shit.
Uh,
Playing and shit.
you guys actually went to this
Matthew.
woman's house, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken,
Where's the camera?
the missing part of your party tried to set some sort of faux ritual
Oh,
spell in
that's
front.
oh, that's her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she was
She's a
not.
very tough exterior
She
of
was
a
an
woman.
elf then. She
Yeah.
was not a satyr.
I can't believe that
No.
worked for him.
I believe yeah, elf. That's
Yeah.
one consensus. Yeah, elf.
Fair.
Very tough exterior. Forget her name.
Especially since he was an elf. So he was like,
Yeah,
Bless
she
you.
was like trying to elf buddy buddy.
I'll never get over your
I want to
sneakers.
say, I want to say it was Anita Kapuli,
Sounds like you're like coming.
but I could be wrong.
Cheat me.
I need a man in my
It's not
life.
having
I need a dick in the
What the fuck?
She has charged this, by the way, to the crowd, who then begins to disperse. She kind of turns and says, "I will see you and your party later, perhaps.
Yes.
Any help that you can provide the town at this time would be greatly appreciated." And she kind of looks around.
I'll get off her back and go to Guanapo
Yeah.
as well, knowing that she's taking off.
Make sure you all speak with Fan.
Yes.
And she turns and kind of hobbles off towards the center of, or to the side of the agora that's open, presumably to some task or business that is her own.
Fan.
Nabuntosh, we could have looked really cool in that moment. We could have looked badass.
What are you talking about?
Our names could be written in legends.
What?
Whisper, man. Could have made a decision, yes or no, if you wanted to join, then we could talk about our personal shit some other time.
Oh, so you wanted like a moment where we all stand up in triumphant glory?
Yes!
I already had that. That's when I built the orphanarium.
Orphanarium.
Orphanage?
I'm
Is that a place where you go to look at orphans?
Everything is standing
it's like
in
a
closed
museum.
They're just like
spaces.
I've heard it both
strapped to the
ways.
walls, like, yeah, those are orphans. That one looks like a giraffe.
It's funny, but I've seen that before. It's actually a lovely place.
Is it on Rick and Morty?
What does she need? Who's the target? Who are we assassinating now?
Oh god. What did
Did
she
she
say
give
something
you
to
a
you?
target?
Is
I'm
Fan
still a
back?
lizard.
She gave you a target?
I will
I'm gonna
cast
change.
message then.
I'm gonna tell it.
Or you wanna stay-
telepathically.
No, I'll
You
just.
can
would-
communicate via message with a
Yeah.
druid while they're in wild shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still saying the lizard?
Yeah, possible.
What did Joanne say to you? I say in my mind, you can like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna think back to you. We need to.
Oh, is this
get-
message or sending?
This is message.
So yeah, you can totally send it, but you can't respond.
I'm gonna use my
You have to be able to
telepath.
whisper.
My telepathy.
Your telepathy would work.
Yeah.
Sending would have worked.
So, Fan.
Sending
hey,
would have worked.
Hey,
This
we
is
need
your
to go
mind?
to. We need to go to.
They need to be able to whisper.
Johannes.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Dude.
So I can send it.
Did she give you a target? Are we supposed to assassinate someone?
Yeah, no,
It's a
no.
cantrip anyways.
Stop the assassinating talk. I heard you like 3 times. We got to just go to Joanne's house.
I just feel like we haven't really talked about it, and
Yeah, we'll talk about it at Joanne's house. How about that?
you yell at me every time I bring up the
Just
fact-
get the fucking Joanne's house.
the
Dude,
fact
I
that
start
you're an
walking
I just
towards
grab your
Joanne's
lips
house.
and
I-
kind of
I-
mush them together.
I go and I'm holding.
This is all in my
hands
mind, so they have no idea where they're going.
Yeah. There's no.
Bye.
The lizard hops off of
Wanna go this way?
Guanapo and starts
Sure.
running back the way you guys came.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold hands with Odette. Do you want with her?
I want to lean over to Guanapo and tell Guanapo a secret.
And we're not only holding hands, we're swinging like
Yeah.
this.
Uh-huh. That's a romantic whisper. You
It
can put the
is.
hand on
And
our
you can
back and
even-
everything.
You can see the smile on her face.
I
like,
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
what's
totally
a solid
enjoying it.
whisper, man?
She's totally enjoying
What's
it.
Because
going
most
on?
people don't put their hand when they whisper; they just go like this with their hands. You know what I mean?
okay.
But
Yeah.
you like went, oh.
No.
Yeah, what's
I-
happening over
I
there?
Yeah, what's going
definitely
on?
do
Sticking
the
a tongue in
hand,
there.
but
That's
also-
Yeah.
It's sucking onto your little.
Was the secret between me and Dear Guanapo, and I think Guanapo was excited for it.
Oh,
Aren't you,
okay.
Guanapo?
Later tonight.
I don't see
Word.
nothing wrong.
You can't give me a little more than that. That's all.
With a little bump and grind, with a little bump and grind.
As you make your way back through the lower residential area that your homes would have been located in, you can see there are some body parts sticking out of some of the collapsed buildings. There are people crying.
Yikes.
There are people who are collapsed on the ground, face down in puddles, and when you roll them over, there's no life. But there are others who are helping, and there are a seeming cohesive attitude towards trying to rescue those who can be saved and to assist those who cannot be in an easier passing. There are people everywhere. This city is teeming with life, and there's almost a beauty to it as you notice in the death and destruction that there is a camaraderie, and the name Goodfellow feels more proper and well placed now more than you have ever witnessed it in your time here. As you approach the familiar pinkish red house surrounded by peach trees, you see walking up the street 3 hooded figures with a singular black, they're wearing black robes, but a singular red line that kind of encompasses their whole upper torso.
Hey, are these the guys you saw?
I'm gonna walk up to them.
Oh god.
Yeah, they're wearing hoods. Their faces are lightly
sure.
obscured,
We didn't
shadowed,
see the
but they,
stripe.
as you approach, kind of turn with their hands folded in front of them, long draping robes. That kind of like the sleeves almost reach down to their abdomens.
Hi,
Yes.
just a note. If you're going to be helping people,
Yes,
you should tell them you're helping them.
but we would have. Did we try to help you?
Maybe a note or something.
They did on the door.
That's not really a note. It doesn't really depict what they were trying to do.
Were you?
Even the game is sounding like that.
Did we fail to meet your standards, perhaps? It's a
Well,
very
I have no
weathered old
standards, and
human.
yet somehow,
Is
yes,
this a
you failed to
Yelp
meet
review?
them.
It's a Yelp review.
Okay, well,
Yes.
perhaps in
I'm
the
just
future.
saying that, like, when the city's under attack by dragons, maybe going out in the dead of night in dark hooded robes and wandering the streets and creepily knocking on, maybe just take the hood down, you know? Like,
Right.
eyesight does a lot for people. When you're communicating with someone and you
I
want
mean,
to see into the windows
As
of their
you
soul,
say
I mean,
this,
we're
you
new
need
here.
both
pulls
their
his
eyes.
hood down, and you can see this dude is a leper. Like,
Oh.
his
nice.
skin is fucked. He
Here's
has
another thought.
huge, horrible rashes all over the back of his head.
Oh.
I'm sure everyone that
And
lives
you
here
can-
knows who
you
they
can
are. We're
tell,
just
even
new.
with the pulling of the hood down, like, he is in some sort of pain being exposed to direct sunlight like this.
Here's another thought. Why are you near people?
I have my disease under control, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
Pulls it back up. If you should have a need, assistance, or guidance from the Lord of Vengeance, please do not be afraid to visit us
Vengeance. Ooh, I love that.
the
Getting that
Temple
vibe.
That's dark.
of Enia.
Sorry.
I'm also sorry. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Next time, just think about what
Yeah.
you do a little bit clearer, okay? We were scared. It seemed like you were going to attack us.
This house here, Joanna's
What?
house, is where you are staying.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
not
still
corroborating that in any way.
I'm on your shoulder, brother.
We saw you through the window, by the way.
Yeah, probably.
That's
With a
impossible.
1. We're just gonna go.
Have a lovely day.
Well, thank you for
Where are
stopping
your
by.
other
We were scared
200
of
men
it.
at? I know I saw them.
There are 10 of us.
Sorry.
Also sorry. Have a wonderful day.
Good luck with dying horribly.
Sorry.
You just turn.
Mean.
Yeah, well, I was a little terrified and I might have peed my little baboon butt.
He's in his feels.
Joanne's estate is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not large. It's definitely not an acre, but it's probably the biggest plot of land that you've seen given to a single individual. And you can see that her title as an alderman has not
Like a baby.
come without some benefits. The position came with some things. It covers maybe half to 3/4, somewhere in that neighborhood. Probably closer to 3/4. There's a peach orchard growing, mostly saplings at this point. There doesn't seem to be any fruit-bearing trees yet. There's a very beautiful courtyard of white marble in the back of her home, and everything in here seems to be of fine quality, if not simply made. Just like somebody who makes chairs for a living that makes a slightly nicer one, and it's nice.
Like a Ron Swanson.
Yeah, yeah, everything in here. The fountain in the back continues to burble, even though part of the upper basin has been broken off and water just kind of rushes down. It continues to bubble and almost bring a light and cheery place or atmosphere to the area.
Light and cheery.
Almost. Not quite. It's still the sound of distress has not abated. There is still very clearly some horrendous deeds that have happened in Goodfell in the last 24 hours. Anything you guys want to do, or are you just
I'm just gonna go to Joanne's.
Now that we're in here, I'm going
She's
to
not
change
there
back
yet?
into fan.
No, she went to go do something else.
Yeah,
Oh, why are we
I'll
here
change
so
back
early?
into fan. Yeah, she told me to
Well,
come
there's
here.
really nothing to do. Everything's on fire. I mean, I guess we could help people out, but I don't know anybody here.
I guess
I
we
was
can
just doing as
chill,
I was
hang
told.
out.
Okay. You guys find there are some there are doors at the end of the
Great time to
area
talk
that
about
seems
your
to be like
situation.
crushed. There are some doors that you find that would
And
lead
yours as
into that area that you think you might be able to.
Let's relevant.
They open inward, and they seem to be jammed, but you're pretty sure you could get through if you really wanted to. As well as the other, gosh, what would it be? It would be the western side of her house, eastern side of her house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the right side. The right side of her house. God, that's irritating me. I can't think of which way that would be. Anyways, there does seem to be a second story that may or may not be loft or something. I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to describe the scene so you guys.
I think
I
that we
feel
need to
you.
have a family meeting.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious why you guys were so interested in joining this fight so quickly.
There's a loft upstairs. Should we check that out?
No.
I mean, she's not coming.
You said over a beer, I can do that.
You got me a beer.
I mean, we can find one. I'm sure, maybe.
We'll take
There's
our
a-
alcohol.
where's the
But
fridge?
you won't go upstairs.
It's easy enough to find. There is a chest of cooling. In the
That's what I'm talking about.
It seems to keep all of her vegetables and maybe meats. There are some uncooked meats. You've never seen an uncooked meat that's just sitting out like this, but it's inside this box. And next to it are several cases of what appears to be some sort of ale.
I will bring every single case out.
Wow. We don't need all of it, you know.
And so it's big. I mean, it's probably the size of this table.
No, she did speak with you, but didn't she tell us to make ourselves at home?
No.
I'm gonna interpret it that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Beer.
This whole place is on fire. Might as well drink.
I would agree.
When she gets here, we
wanted
can
to get the
say, Joanne,
beers,
they
but-
raided your house and they stole all your beer. Oh.
So that's a horrible liar. How's your deception?
Excuse me.
How's
Interesting
your
point of
deception?
note: not every bottle in there is ale. I don't know if you guys care.
I don't
about
care
that.
what's in there. I'm just gonna drink it.
Yeah,
Plus
same.
8.
Well, I want to know if it has
Probably
like
should deceive it.
a skull and crossbones on it.
Oh,
No,
good question.
Interestingly,
Save it for
Detect magic on the beers. Fridge.
none of them are magical.
You stop.
The
What you do?
stop it.
For great
The
master
first bottle that you
travesty.
pull out is a green glass bottle, and you can see in a wooden ring that has been attached to it. It's a very thin, almost balsa wood ring. You can see inscribed on it the Slip It Insider.
Oh my
No.
god.
The
This
what?
is why you took the time. to
Crack that
talk
right
about
the
this.
fuck open.
Uh, There is also
Here
the
comes
Imperial
the
Torrid Merc
Stupid.
Ale.
Wait, what'd you say?
The Imperial Torrid Merc Ale.
That one's over my head.
It's not a joke.
Oh, okay. I
The
was
Slip It
like,
Insider was a joke.
Okay.
Oh god, stop it. And we'll see if there's one more. I don't know.
All
take me a
Ale
minute.
the King.
All Ale the King. Why not?
Oh, El the King.
Yeah. Yep. All Ale the King as well.
Sorry.
No, you're
I'm
good.
wanting
I
someone
like
to
it.
use that one.
I like it. I like it. So yeah, there you have your three choices there.
Okay, so
what you would like.
here I'm gonna stick Slip It Insider and give it to Luca.
I just got that.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, I'll just take a beer
Out of all the
there
people here,
I didn't get it though. I was waiting. I'm like, what's
and hang out.
But
I like the Slip It
Lord of the
Insider.
Rings.
And kind of pass out to everyone else who wants one. So,
I don't-
so
I think it's time that we air out some garbage.
yeah.
Let's start with you.
Fair enough. I've been a pretty open book.
Yeah. So,
I don't need to know anything else about him.
do you have?
No, that's a good thing. You've been. I feel like.
Oh, so you think you know me through and through?
No.
No, me.
No.
I know, and I'd like to.
Yeah. So do you have like? Are they like demons? Were you born like this, with thoughts in your heads of other beings? Were you cursed?
So,
Ritual gone bad?
okay, this is kind of a long story.
Oh, God.
Apparently, DM doesn't like that. What?
Sorry. The video started playing. I did not want
Oh.
playing right now.
Oh god.
That was
Anyways.
pretty funny.
When I was little, I'm actually from the desert off to the
Yep.
west.
Don't believe all.
I was in a small town that was attacked by slavers, and my parents were murdered, and they took me as a slave. So for the first 16 years of my life, I was a slave
Oh wow.
until I finally broke free, and I sought refuge in a nearby religious site, and I started studying the texts there. And I studied and did the ritual, and I made myself from a human into a Kalashtar by merging my soul with one of my ancestors' souls.
Wow.
Well, something went awry, and I also merged with an evil soul.
Also, your ancestor.
I don't know that.
How many people were there?
It was just me.
Oh,
It was an abandoned monastery of sorts.
you're not like no dead bodies or. Okay,
No.
I feel
Okay.
that.
Like I said, it was a place of refuge, a place that I survived while I could.
So you like trying to get those out?
That's kind of my life's mission.
Is to rid yourself of the evil soul.
I'd like to have my sanity back, yeah.
That's
So
fair.
like, does he pop in and out?
What about your youth?
That's harder to say. I don't want to sacrifice the memories I've gained, even if they're fake. They feel real. That's a tough question. If an answer appeared before me, I honestly don't know what I would choose. But anyways, so that's my story. Next.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, Wanapo's gonna have to write all this out, so I can at least give you the last year or two.
Cool.
I know that Guanapo's a smuggler.
Yeah,
What?
we are together. We met through some trade up just north of here.
You
quite
don't
a way.
need to sugarcoat it. Just say what was really there.
We met through trade. I was on a job, came down,
What kind of job?
hopped on a boat, and I was killing somebody. That okay? Yeah.
So-
It's just very surprising. You don't seem to be the assassination done.
Yeah, well,
You have a license to kill?
I don't even know what that means.
Is it landed?
I got money that you know.
Oh, money. Okay.
That's how the income.
Are you with like a
flows.
company of some sort?
No, I too am from a desert.
You're a freelancer then.
Yeah, I met a druid tribe. Hung out with them, and they taught me some things. And
You didn't take place with any human trafficking, did you?
No, I don't traffic people.
I put my head down.
Guanapo?
Guanapo. What's going on there, hotshot? What'd you pass?
I just write in my book, smuggling encompasses all kinds of items.
Including slaves?
Not slaves. I smuggled refugees.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I can
You
tell
almost
that.
touched on a sore spot there.
And obviously assassins. And then I write, Fan actually named me.
Aww.
Oh, my heart.
That is...
Papa, can you hear me?
Yeah.
How old are you, Guanapo?
I write in my book, 15.
And when did you and Fan first come into contact?
Oh,
2 years ago?
Kind of
Jeez,
rough
yeah,
life
it was
for a
like
picture.
So you didn't
2 or
have a
3
name
years
for
ago.
12 to 13 years?
I sadly write in my book, Bird Brain.
Aw, doesn't remember much, huh? That makes me sad.
No,
That was...
Bird Brain, I
his
underlined
name.
that.
You were called Bird Brain?
I write in my
Oh
book.
my gosh!
Well, I was with some pretty rough smugglers. And
Aw.
sailormen. And they thought I was stupid because I couldn't talk.
Dumb semen.
Aw.
Those semen deserve to be
Yeah.
But
swallowed.
they taught me everything I knew
That's
about
something
smuggling and,
Okay.
you know, ranger shit.
Okay. So is Fan like your father figure?
Hey.
Alright, best friend.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
buddy, you've been friend zoned.
Yeah, it's.
He has Joanne, he's fine.
I'm hoping he gets
Unless
more
you're
than
just not of that proclivities. Do you only date women?
I would hope he gets more than one friend. But yeah.
I'm a
Well, I'm your
friend.
friend, Guanapo.
I'm a friend. For sure. I'm a best friend.
Don't forget our deal.
So are you still in assassination zone?
I'm not on the job if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Are you
yeah.
open to taking new jobs, or have you turned your back on that life?
I
Ooh,
feel like
good
at the
question.
moment we are a little busy, and depends on how the next week or two.
So you're not taking
Works
any
out.
new orders, but the shop is still open.
Correct.
Will you be hunted down if you are AWOL or anything of that sort? Are you free to come and go as you please?
Yeah, ain't nobody know who I am.
Did you finish your last job?
Yeah,
Did you do it well?
I always do it well.
Is your name really Fan?
Yes. My name is really Fan.
Everyone, inside check on me.
You're welcome to.
There you go.
Right? You're like,
15.
I don't think I wrote down
His
anything.
name is definitely Frank if he goes by Fan.
Yeah, no, my
It's
name's
shortened.
definitely Fan.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna try to.
So you don't
Fan,
even try to
short
hide
for
your identity
Francis.
when you're assassinating people?
Yeah, well, I do.
Because you say your name at every turn. Almost like you're trying to convince people that it's your name.
Nobody. I tell myself Frank.
In rare situations where you're trying to hide yourself.
If I'm in a place where I gotta, do a job, nobody's gonna see me go into that town.
I think everyone would see you. You're
I
a
draw a
fucking
snake
elephant.
and I shove it in your face.
Yeah.
What'd you write?
I just drew a snake.
so he can turn
It's
into
very
different.
cartoon.
Oh, dude, he can change into stuff. So yeah. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that aspect of his life.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
alright,
yeah.
No, all
I
right.
promise you, no.
You
one-
just seem
no
more
one
like a
knows.
hammer than a knife, but
Yeah. Well,
fair enough.
teach their own. Teach their own, buddy.
Definitely a hammer, not a switchblade.
Right.
I mean, yeah, pop in and out.
Yeah, well, I guess we're down to our final two.
I'm just gonna have the dice ready that I want to roll my insight check.
One of you guys are more than welcome to
Are we really doing this right
to
now?
open
It's
up.
you. It's on you.
We've
Considering,
been traveling together long enough, and I feel like it's time we know each other.
and in
Well,
that fight,
I guess we got time.
that
We
creature
started
definitely talks.
This campaign in
to you.
July, and we still don't know shit about you guys.
Literally.
Damn.
July 21st.
so-
It is
Do
now.
you guys want a ribbon that says
February
longest
2nd.
backstory withholding? No.
Yes.
Well,
You got a good handful.
I have had a pretty horrible fucking life. Meeting you guys has changed my life for the better. and I've never been this happy before. I've never felt like I fit in anywhere, so I thank you guys for that.
I
No more
I
questions.
feel that. I've been alone for so long.
We're all just emotionally
I
crying.
haven't been alone,
Dude, I love you,
but
man.
emotionally I have been alone.
Either the fifth beer that
You're
you
my
guys
best
are
friend.
on, or something. But man, emotionally charged situation.
There's more.
So, I didn't grow up in a town. I lived with my mom and dad. It was just the three of us, and we lived out in the middle of nowhere. We farmed our own stuff and had our own animals, and we just kind of lived on the land. And my dad was very, very abusive. Up
Was he
until the
also half
point.
horse?
No, I was born completely human. But my dad beat my mom to death, and that's when I left the house when I was 17. I was wandering pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and a man named Bryce found me, and he was super kind to me, and he took me under his wing, and that's when I turned into a centaur.
By choice?
No, he pretty much enslaved me and did experiments on me and turned me into a centaur. And
Is this person dead?
No.
Where can we go and kill him?
Where's your dad
I'm,
dead?
Guess who he is.
I'm
Is that why you're so...
guessing Sita Gatling. I think he's still alive.
It's Ivor Dean.
Huh?
Bryce is
Yeah.
Ivor.
So that's why we want to try to kill him. Because he's not a very nice man. From there, I escaped. And, he was outside of Sita Gatling, and I found myself in Sita Gatling, and that's where I found my wonderful lover. I was down in the dumps and addicted to all types of drugs just to get through my life. I was homeless, and our husband, Richard?
Frankfurt?
What is his name?
Frederick!
Thank God. Frederick.
I was homeless, living on the streets, addicted to all types of drugs. That's why, if you've noticed, I don't really care to do any drugs, and I don't like to be around it because I'm afraid to get addicted again. Frederick was kind to me and brought me home. He taught me how to be a monk, and after quite some time, he showed me that he was married to a few other women and asked me to be his wife, and I agreed, and that's where I found my lovely wife.
Is it your goal to return to being fully human, or are you satisfied? with
I'm
your life?
satisfied.
where's-
I am okay with being
where's
a
Frederick
centaur.
now?
Okay.
Frederick is dead.
How did he die?
We killed him.
Good on you. Well, why though? I thought he was nice.
He's nice.
Yeah. He beat one of the other wives, and we were planning to leave with the other wives, and then I found out that he was dealing drugs.
And that's when I went south because he knew I didn't like drugs and I didn't like being around it, and I hated that it was a huge drug smuggler for the town of Sita Gatling. That's why all the main drugs are there, is because of him. He wasn't a good man.
So she kind of went ape shit and killed him in his sleep.
And that's why we're on the
Oh
run.
yeah, that's how I kill most of my people.
And that's why I'm kind of scared to see all them, because although they don't have proof that we killed him, I mean,
Most of his
he
wives left
was
after that point.
dead, and I kind of had plans of killing him, so we saved up money and we gave most of the money to our wives and told them to leave, and we left right after he died. So I'm assuming that they're looking for us.
I am just exponentially more motivated to kill these people now.
Right.
Yeah, Sita Gatling isn't the best
No,
place.
it's horrible.
Now, Luca, do you have any expected to add?
No, same. Same thing. pretty
Same,
much.
all?
Yeah.
All?
Well, yeah. Well, you knew where I came from. You saw my home.
Right, but why did you leave?
Well, I left because changelings, we don't, like, we have roles in our village where we all take up the same role in the same face. So a lot of us, I mean, there was nothing to live for. It was just plain old going through the marketplace. I have this face, and that was it. But then,
So you wanted freedom?
well, Frederick came in and he was beautiful. He was gorgeous.
He was beautiful.
Fucking hot, man.
That's why he was
Yeah.
able to get me in.
Yep. But got into a sticky situation one night,
Whoa.
trying to.
What's like?
I was
What
trying.
kind of sticky are we talking about?
Real sticky.
Cream pies, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
I
I went to
understand
a
that.
bar where I shouldn't have gone with the face I shouldn't have had, and Frederick helped me escape, and I left with him, and traveled, and went to see the Gatling. Saw Odette. She was hot, man. Like she was.
That was
you see her.
HAWT.
Yeah, man. Like I'm saying, if you've seen a monk half horse doing some tricks and bounds, sweating up a storm, it's hot. So, yeah. And then the rest is the same. Just we ran away.
Yeah, my detox days, I was sweaty.
A lot of moisture. A lot of moisture. Yeah, there you go. Happy? We good?
Well, I feel a little closer to all of you. Do you not feel the same?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel infinitely closer to all of you at this point.
Hi, Joanne! Hey, girl!
It's been very enlightening. I'm glad to hear that you are all so motivated. You are going to need it. I think it's best that the population do not know about a particularly skilled task force, but if you would, still, I would have you reach out and cut the head off the snake that continues to bite us. And that's where we're going to take a break, because, wow, we ran past, but I was going to interrupt that role playing. That was pretty
Great.
dope.
That was good.
Oh,
good.
God, I was getting into the moment. There were some tears. I had to hide them. It was great. We'll be back. Give us 10. New bladders, new beers. We'll see you then.
stream our in-between conversations.
Dude, I'm telling you, I try to get
That's
her
for
to
our
start.
fans
I
only.
don't want anyone to know anything about me outside of I play D&D.
I try to get her to start the stream without you guys knowing all the time, and she always says no.
You're so
That
respectful.
said, if I ever sit behind the executive producer's chair,
Oh no.
No,
I will
you are
be
not
pissed
allowed.
at you if you-
I'll be
Tell
streaming all
me
sorts of
who
shit.
bears by.
Chris is gonna be having to delete so much shit. It's gonna be great. Welcome back.
Don't be ashamed of your life, Chris.
When we left off, we were at Joanne's house.
You didn't thank me for deleting something, so shut up.
Thank you.
Nobody
I
knows.
disagree that it's necessary.
Except for the people that watched it live.
Which was like, all three were good, yeah.
Me,
Unfortunately, it's still-
Liana, and one other.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Christy's sitting there like, Mike's an asshole. Fuck. Welcome back. We went on break. Before we went on break, you guys were in Goodfellow, inside Joanne's house. Some very tender moments between the lot of you. Joanne is now standing in the room, having heard the majority of what you guys said. Well, I'm assuming you guys were in the courtyard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And she was probably kind of waiting in the wings and just enjoying the topics. So,
Roll a popcorn.
roll a popcorn check.
Is it
Got
possible?
it.
Handle your popcorn.
Got it.
Is it possible to be a popcorn reader? All right.
So
the
instead of
the
rolling-
side that landed on this.
Instead of rolling dragon bones, you roll popcorn. Somebody put
Right.
that. Somebody put
This
that in chat.
here indicates strength.
You will have a short life with many kids.
I mean, that instead of Goodberry for one.
This one is mostly Kernel. That's bad.
That's bad. This is
This
This
was
one
unpopular.
has a
halfway
dark
pop.
side. This is a burnt pop.
Stupid. Somebody put that into fucking character, please.
Someone can make money off of that.
Anyways,
There's G readings.
Exactly. Same thing.
You want to potion up a set of dice that have kernels in it?
full blown popcorn.
Well,
What?
Full blown popcorn inside your dice.
Put popcorn in your dice.
we have this little corn insertion to make
Oh,
corn
play
dice.
corn pops.
Aww.
Nice.
Candy corn.
Ew.
Problem with sugar in
You don't like
resin
candy
is it
corn?
starts to degrade and look nasty.
Oh.
Oh, good point. Resin
Yeah.
doesn't hold all that, huh?
Well, have you ever been to like a
Anyways.
cheap like shop and seen like
Right.
a really old like plastic thing with like candy in it and it's all yellow and nasty?
No.
looking? Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Alright, go ahead.
But
DM, do you mind?
Back to you, DM.
Take it.
Oh, thank you. So, you are all on board with such a challenge or endeavor.
Yes.
I will fight to the death for my friends.
Unfortunately, I do not have much information to give you,
Do you have any money?
but it seems like we do have stores that we could
Let her
possibly pad
let
the
her
lining
finish
of
You're right,
it.
you're
telling
right.
us what she's gonna get before
That was
you
the
start
other guy.
making biddings.
That was the other guy.
It sounds
Don't worry
like
about
you two specifically have ties to the city and possibly the 12
Keep-
families.
Quito.
But yes, we do.
A
that.
little
Do you
bit.
guys know ways in, maybe secret ways?
We knew how to get out secretly, so I imagine yes.
There are certain points that I would like to highlight at this point in time. One that we know that Ivor has been experimenting on semi-human or humanoid combinations, and it sounds like you are evidence of his successes.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Did we tell you that one of the dragons actually did turn into some sort of mannish blob thing?
I was actually rounding the corner as you
Well, I guess I'll meet
demolished
you at
the
home
man.
plate.
Yeah, so
It did
Just
state
say that.
that to Odette that they had the same master, so I'm 100% certain that Ivor was the one who did create those creatures that attacked Sugarland.
I would have to agree. I feel like the evidence that is mounting against him is irrefutable,
There is a slight concern.
and that is
Stanley seems to know or had studied with Ivor previously and seems to be diving into such experimentation.
Did.
Yeah.
He actually.
He unfortunately is.
We don't know he's dead.
we do know that
We
he
did-
is
we've
dead.
seen
They
his
found the
body.
body, yeah.
I have seen his body,
Oh,
as well as his letter
Good
bear.
Let him there. I love that.
I kick myself for not knowing its name. But it would seem that the fight consumed more of his energy than he had.
Could we perhaps have you guys checked his notes to see if he was in recent contact with Ivor?
I have one of his underlings, one of his protege, investigating such a thing at this time. I do not believe that Stanley would have condoned such experiments. It seems that he was more interested in what nature had to offer as opposed to what cognizant beings might present. I believe from the information that he and I shared that his connections to Ivor are preliminary. They studied together at the same college.
So it'd be not efficient to kind of look into those.
We are looking into it regardless. Any opportunity for information is not going to be passed up at this point in time.
Do you think it would be beneficial to be able to talk to Stanley?
Stanley's underling, you mean?
No, I mean Stanley.
The dead Stanley.
You bring it back?
If he's worth something, yeah. If not,
That's not something that we could do readily without prying eyes, casting some sort of judgment. Necromancy is not looked upon so lightly,
And you did sort of announce his death.
so
So damage has been done.
I mean, he won't look like.
it would take a great deal of effort on my part as well as yours to...
Mother bugger.
Yeah, you do.
He's been dying to use it.
I just want to bring somebody back from the dead!
I don't care what they are.
They will look like
a
a
for a moment. Be like, I can bring you back, but you're not gonna be you.
Yeah, if it's not worth it.
I
it's
can bring
not.
your mom
It'd
back,
be
but
the
she's not gonna
ultimate
be your
change.
mom.
Yeah, your mom might be something different.
You do the ultimate
The
change.
changeling's last change.
Yeah.
This is an excellent book. I
The
thought.
final change.
Oh, that is a
The
good. Yeah, that would be
final
great.
change.
That'd be a great book.
Uh,
Biography.
An autobiography.
Yeah.
If it's something that you feel might aid you, then perhaps maybe we can have something arranged. I know I personally don't want to die, and I doubt that Stanley had the same, or had any different notions before his passing.
So, you would like us. So let me confirm our plan here. Is that we will, as a Mercs of Maize, take on the grand duty of going to see the Gatling undercover and assassinating, killing, bamboozling.
It sounds like, from what I know, that Ivor has been collecting, bringing bodies in to see the Gatling. Nobody could really ascertain why, since these people were never really seen again, but so nobody questions a great home, as you may know.
I imagine that Ivor would be very interested if we used someone's body as bait and draw him out. But that will be a game plan that we will decide at a later time.
It's very possible. As to the details, I leave them to you. However, yes, it seems that the majority of these creations, including the Yagi seem to be stemming from Ivor himself. At this point, I feel the only way to guarantee our safety in the near future is to... We've already done that, but I'm not against it. Maybe one more time for good luck.
Oh, yeah, you can see me.
Right.
He says, that's not a game.
So, yes, in your own fashions. I do know that based on the espionage I have been able to do, that Ivor attends to the Green Ale Hills maybe once a month. They are outside of Cedar Gatling to the north. I don't know if that is in any way, shape, or form helpful to you. They are said to have an estate there
Shouldn't the state where?
in the Greenvale Hills.
Where is that at?
You're familiar with them.
What?
They're east and north, but there's like almost like a canyon divide, I'd call it a ford, but there's no water in it. That kind of butts up against the ocean.
Are they on the west side of the opening or
The
on
north
the
side, it's north-south.
Green Hill,
Greenvale Mountains.
Greenville Mountains.
so is it on the same island portion or same land as Goodfellow?
Yeah. You guys,
okay.
so Cedar Gatling shares a continent with Goodfellow.
Okay, so they're on the same. Okay,
yeah.
got it. Okay.
Cedar's not.
Yeah, we
around.
don't gotta cross any.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
No.
do we have to cross over?
I mean, aside from perhaps, forests or God knows what may lie between you and your destination, no water forwarding to the best of my knowledge.
Out of game. Based on the map, how long will it take us to get to Cedar? Cedar Gatling.
Yeah, it's not Cedar like I thought.
Cedar.
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 250 miles.
Gatling, it
30
was
miles.
good.
It's no, it's more than that. I mean,
600 miles?
each way is
Oh, you said what?
3,000, and you're talking about Goodfellow's up here, and Cedar's like down
Yeah, it's
south.
like
So
gonna be
you're
like
talking,
600-700 miles.
it's gotta be. I would say at least 1,000.
Oh wow.
Same
So
thing
the
you
person
guys
that we found that moved us to went from the tower to Goodfellow. Is that a common practice, or could we potentially find someone who could do that as well and bump us over to Cedar Gatling? Is that a common practice? Is this same magical? Do you think? in
But it's
Goodfellow
not
they would
gonna
know?
be just
What are we
us.
talking
We're
about?
gonna try to get an army.
Well, it's just going to be us going. Not a whole army. We're going before the army to try to fight them and kill them before.
Are we?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Yes.
Shit.
So the Buffy, hunk lady, who was in the tower, that I don't know how they did it. They moved us over to Goodfellow.
You're
Is
talking
that
about
practice something that is common? Could we
The-
find
this
someone
is
in
out of theme, I'm
Goodfellow?
assuming, right?
Yes. Could,
Okay.
that's what I'm asking.
What you're talking about is a teleportation circle.
Yes. Okay,
Somebody
yeah.
can draw a sigil on the ground
Yeah.
with a certain magical property, chalk, and create a teleportation sigil.
Yeah.
But they'll
that
know where
is an
we.
address. It's like
Yeah.
when it's like calling a landline from a cell phone.
Yeah.
The cell phone's portable. You can draw the circle wherever you want.
Mm-hmm.
But the landline is a fixed location.
I can
Right.
give
So
you
there's a
fixed
portal in
location.
Cedar
There
There
Gatling.
has to be a.
Definitely.
It's a portal in Cedar Gatling, but they'll know when we arrive. They're probably people running it and there, so they'll
It
see
takes-
us when we get there.
Make an arcana check. I'll allow you to do this one. Totally fine.
And while you do that, I can actually put a portal in a tree here. Won't help us get there, but it'll help us get home.
Right. Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah. That's great.
So I have half of it
Yeah.
under control.
14.
You know it takes about a year and several. I think the total you start racking your mind. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of 36,000 gold over that year in different essentials to create a teleportation circle. So anyone that has one also has the money to put a very well fortified defensive front around it.
Got it.
Did,
So
did
it's safe to.
Frederick have one? I mean, it would have been smart for him to even have one.
Well, yeah, probably, but we need to find one that is close enough that we can use to get to said other portal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If there's a portal there,
You're
Frederick
just like.
is gonna be the one owning it.
No,
Throwing it
Yeah.
in my mouth.
Oh.
So it's safe to
With Chris's
assume that since
salary,
Goodfellow is still growing, that they wouldn't have the teleportation because it's so relatively new.
They did. You guys were teleported to the university.
Oh shit, we were.
Mhm.
But that doesn't
So
mean
we
it
could-
doesn't work in reverse.
So we could teleport back
you can
if we want.
stand. Yes, you could teleport back if you had the means to cast the teleportation circle spell,
I have.
which also includes somebody who.
So, AKA
can cast
teleportation
that
is
spell.
off the table.
Is that what you're saying?
Unless we want to be known when we get there.
I have a spell where we can do that on the way back, where I mark a tree
Right. So we
That's
know
right.
our getting back plan.
back.
Yeah.
The issue is I'm trying to figure out if there's a worker smarter, not harder, getting to Cedar Gatling.
Doesn't seem like it.
Because I imagine if we go horseback, it's going to take us weeks to get to Cedar Gatling.
It will take us even longer. We are still going to form what we can after we say goodbye to our fallen dead, and we will be behind you. Not hot on your coattails, but on your coattails nonetheless.
We can send you a message as well
Yeah, with my paper birds.
Yep.
I have like 8 left or something.
and let you know of our success, or if we're in trouble, or just update.
Very well.
I'm imagining horseback's probably going to be.
Yeah, some
That's
form
right.
of transportation would be awesome.
We can provide you with horses. Probably not you two, but
Can I get a horse, please?
Yeah. Oh God, that would be an image. Holy
Horse
crap!
on a horse.
Horse on a horse. Holy jeez.
I have
We'll
I have
talk
other
later.
means, at least for
Can you do it?
10 hours
a
of my
warhound
day.
horse?
Yeah,
Warhorse?
but only for 10 hours a day.
Well, we probably only going to travel for a good
Alright,
9
look up.
hours.
You
Yeah.
might as well save your energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
then
Cool.
the plan is in motion. As far as padding your coffers, I think that 5,000 gold this time, and 10,000 upon your successful return, if that's agreeable.
So 15,000 total.
Total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's fortunate
3,000 per
that we will not be needing to live here for much longer, or for the foreseeable future.
Do you plan to rebuild this town?
Yes. Those who come back, yes. And if you are successful in your endeavors, then I feel that we shall also be successful in ours.
We would like to maybe give a day of prepping.
Yeah, we're gonna need a day of prepping.
We will need a day of prepping as well. We still
Is-
have many to identify.
Is there anywhere, granted because our mission is of great importance and requires quite a bit of expertise, is there anywhere where we could possibly be loaned equipment of a enchantment variety?
You got
Birdie.
magical stuff?
Can you imagine
I
stuff?
was trying to be,
What's up, man? You got
What
you got under that?
What the fuck is that?
You got under
You got
that
some
cloak
good?
there.
What's hiding behind door number 1?
Birdie, I believe, has set up shop in the trade ward not far from your establishment.
She overcharges for everything.
It's the nature of the beast, unfortunately.
Would she be
Though,
more willing to?
best I've heard, nobody has been able to rouse her.
Is this a little cart lady?
Yes.
Betty?
Birdie.
Rouse? Like,
Rouse. Nobody's been able to find her. Her whereabouts are unknown at this time.
could I locate?
Well,
the
we don't
creature
really
in that
necessarily need her. Do we know where her cart is?
What does it say? She has a business now, an actual storefront, not just the cart.
Great, even better. And she's not there.
Not well.
That's where we need to go, guys.
Describe her to a creature that's familiar to you. So I've been familiar with her before. Oh, but this says like the 1,000 feet. So if I go, like, am I able? How that necessarily work? Is it locate creature? Is there a locate person? Is she a person?
She's a creature.
Oh
She's
shit!
humanoid.
Really?
Yeah, she counts as a humanoid.
Oh,
Creatures
okay.
can be classified as humanoid, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's like so 1,000 feet generally. That's. I know this sounds stupid.
1/5 of a mile.
Thank you. Oh, that's why I like you a lot. Thank you. So if I use that, like, would I potentially be able to locate her? Are her wares on her, and that's why we need to find her, or can we just go to her shop? write down an IOU and go that way.
That's what I'm saying we should do. I think we should just go knock, knock, no one's home. We'll pay you later. Bye.
What are you looking for?
Ultimately, my goal is for us to get enchanted equipment.
No. But with the locate creature spell, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for her.
Okay, what is her?
Gray.
Birdie.
Birdie.
Yeah, Birdie. Yeah, Birdie.
Pretty
I, as
birdie.
God, know what Birdie looks like. What do you remember?
Are you asking me
Yes.
as Zoe?
No, as what's her face? Luca.
I took her form once.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does she look like?
Motherfucker.
What does she look like?
A
Mike?
grandma?
Luca would
A rapid
remember.
old woman.
Yeah,
like,
she's-
hunched over,
Yep.
wearing a green cloak
Yes!
and gray hair.
Yes.
Repeat it back.
Yeah, she was a hunched over
okay,
woman.
perfect.
Yeah, I even did her voice. I did her voice.
All right. If you would like to cast the spell, knowing what you know about Birdie,
Yes.
No,
You're
no,
welcome
I feel
to.
like this is a
Okay.
trick. It's a trap.
She's polymorphing. I guarantee you she's fucking
Let's see what
polymorphing.
happens then.
When she's polymorphed.
I don't see
I-
any T-Rexes nearby.
She won't.
I'm in
Hopefully,
one of those now.
I got it. If she's polymorphed, I won't be able to see her. Okay,
Nice. We can just have a
cast the
T-Rex.
spell.
okay.
I get some
There is a
too much
faint
turns
ping
on.
at the edge of your
Oh.
periphery
I get fun.
that you catch of somebody.
Okay,
It's
so
just
that's
briefly
okay.
for a moment as you
Oh.
immediately cast it. It is due east of where you are at, which would put it somewhere down in the residential quarter.
Head to residential area.
That
Was
doesn't
that
make
English?
sense. We're off to
So
the
that's up to an
residential
hour.
area.
Birdie, you want to find Birdie? You want equipment?
I don't know if I'll find much, but we should be as prepared as we can be. Maybe I'll find a better rod.
We'll holler at you
Yeah.
later.
I think I'm gonna stay
Didn't
Okay.
Joanna say
What?
she would leave us 5,000 up front?
each or just
Right now,
Just total.
right now.
1,
It'd
2,
be 1,000 each, right?
5. Yeah. I
Well-
don't know where that took me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
1,000 each of gold.
Do we want to treat this as 1,000 each, or should we treat this as a pool that we can access if necessary?
No, 1,000 each, just in case one of us gets robbed. We don't want all that to be gone.
Well, I'm saying for the moment while we're going to purchase our gear, we can divvy up anything left over.
I will give my
Yeah.
1,000 to Guanapo, so if you guys see anything that you need.
Well,
We'll
if
be
you
back.
guys feel like you need something, let me
Need.
know, and if I can lend a piece, I'll lend a
Need.
piece.
You can take it.
Do you need
I'm just-
anything specific
So
while
you
we're
have
there?
You have 2,000.
Would you like anything specific while we're there?
If you find some like really dope like medium or light armor that's like
Okay.
pluses. Sure.
That XL.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Chances are you won't find much that fits me, but if you do, that'd be awesome.
Okay. Well, we'll be back after we're
Yeah.
done, but put a sock on the door. Something.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm just gonna ask Joanne if we can have our date tonight.
Oh god, you're gonna piss her off.
She's like, I'm dead, dude.
What? I thought we.
Hey, she said she was down when I went like this.
Yeah.
I mean, you should at least roleplay out your tat.
That was the.
I want to see him
attack.
take off his hat, put it up to his chest. Man, I'm
Oh man.
To comfort you tonight.
My
After all
dude.
your loss.
Baby, turn the.
I can fix that.
Turn those lights down though.
Wait, what's it? What is it? It's like
Something
turn,
soft.
lock the doors and turn the lights
Yeah, that's what
down
you were just
low.
singing.
Yeah.
So
Which-
should we?
Didn't you just sing
So
that?
we. Should,
I,
And you
so
hate
should we
country.
each put 1,000
I
in?
don't
He
know.
did not say that.
Yeah.
he didn't say that. I think.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Better turn-
No, I hate
turn it
country. I
off.
wouldn't know that
Or
garbage.
turn the lights down low.
But yes,
Anything that sounds like sister fornication, no.
and I'll
Baby, baby, got nobody.
I'll take out and drink with Joanne for the night.
She sits down in one of the chairs that is now unoccupied, pulls out a beer,
Occupied.
and literally, you watch. It is the most smooth motion with a ring that's on her thumb. She catches it and just starts drinking the beer.
Hell yeah.
Guanapo, do you want to come with me?
I thought you were.
Yeah, we're all going together.
Right.
We're gonna go.
I'm like
Oh, you're asking.
Yes.
Aww. Alright, we're going.
Let's go.
Is there something going on over there?
Just.
I'm down for it. I'm watching.
I start
Like a
swinging my
constitution
arm like a
check.
2-year-old.
Yeah.
When they're walking down the street.
Oh, Odette's
I
hand
wanna
also
stop.
swinging.
Since I'm so big, it's an advantage.
Oh, wait, are you rolling her?
She must roll a
How much
dexterity
booze
saving
does
throw.
do elephants drink on a regular basis?
I drink a lot.
Gallons. It's got.
What'd you say? A constitution?
Saving throw.
Save. Okay, dope.
That was Matthew and Devin,
Um,
not Josh.
With a
Oh, Guanapo, you're so lovely.
8.
Ew!
You guys
Cut
travel,
it over.
We're in love. It was low.
chasing this ping in the direction that you remember.
You don't know what it's like.
You guys start hauling
I know.
down the fairway, down the street, towards the karst stairs that lead down to the residential area. As you approach the staircase, you can see again on your periphery there is that target, and you rush down the stairs. And by the time you get to the bottom, in the confusion and trying to avoid the closed pathways, you've lost the ping again, running in the same direction. Make a perception check on me.
Are they running? Is she running?
She's like hustling.
26.
You remember
walking
very
the hills.
particularly where in relationship you were to up there, down here. You start running again. As you enter the main residential area, you suddenly get a ping that is far to your left.
So it's movement.
It is moving.
Birdie's
Or-
moving.
As best you can tell, it has moved.
Okay, I'm following.
So you turn, and leading through the winding, rather cluttered area that you're in, those houses that are falling apart, but aside from that, just the kind of unorganized nature of this area. On the periphery of where your houses had been, there's new houses, and it just seems like they were banged up as fast as they could to accommodate this influx of people. And the staggering amount of them really highlights how many people have moved to Goodfellow, especially because the majority of people who did live here don't live in this area anymore. They live up on the bluffs, and these are for like new people. Like when you first come in, this is kind of like the area you get in. Anyways, you keep running as fast as you can past soggy burnt wood, past people that are kind of shambling about with gray looks on their face. You're drawing in closer and closer, and you round the corner and you see sitting on the steps of one of the homes is a very old human woman with gray hair. That is not Birdie.
Birdie?
No response.
Excuse me.
She picks her head
I
up.
say lady.
Yes.
Madame.
Madame. I'm looking for a friend. Bert. Can I look at her? Are you okay?
She's just old, man. Like having a hard time breathing. Half of her face is like kind of not sagging like she had a stroke,
I was gonna say.
but like just old. She's got a couple scars here and there, but it's hard to distinguish.
So
them
she's in
between the
good health,
wrinkles.
she just has the old. That's what you're
She
saying.
has the
She
old.
has the
She's
old.
got the condition old.
Yeah. What is your name?
old.
I'm Luca.
I am
I'll say
also
fine.
Luca. It's a beautiful name. What can I help you with? Have you never met somebody with the same name?
I've never met anyone with the
Try
same
being
name.
a Michael. They're everywhere.
Yeah. Luca's kind of different, so it's crazy.
Like Lucas, almost.
Right.
You have lady persons too.
I'm looking for a friend. Her name was Birdie. A connoisseur of magical items.
Birdie.
Yes.
Haven't seen her for a while. Comes around for checkers every now and then.
Ah,
Has the best pot pies.
yes. Is she lying to me?
Make an insight check.
She what?
Is she lying to me? Because, I'm sorry, but I did locate creature. What am I? Insight. 19. This rolling of, like, extra, it works.
She seems to not be lying, but almost recalling a story. Where she believes it, but
She had dementia.
the validity of it seems questionable.
Well, here's the thing. You allowed Mike to describe an old lady, and you went with it. So if he described an old lady, that wasn't Birdie.
I'm
But
gonna
I've
go ahead
been-
and send you straight back to your spell.
You want my spell again?
No, I want you to read your spell again.
Yeah, because I've been at least at 30 feet of her.
Read it just slow. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. Take your time to digest that one.
Or the nearest creature of a specific kind. Okay.
Or the nearest creature of a specific kind.
Are you fucking with me?
This is the nearest old gray-haired woman
Are you
to you.
fucking with me?
Yes.
I'm gonna go and find anyone who looks like they're not
So
in check.
apparently, old ladies.
There
creature
is
now.
a
creature.
younger-looking furbolg
I am
that is
Sir.
tending to a well.
I'm
Madam,
greatly displeased.
So we'll do just
Hi.
fine.
sir,
So
displeased. We're looking for Birdie. Have you seen Birdie anywhere?
Would you say that is quite a fine taste you have? I do not recall seeing Birdie, the magic woman. I'm assuming you're speaking of.
She's the one who was selling items out of a cart not too long ago.
Not too long ago. It was rather
A
relative.
couple months.
Several months ago,
Several.
if I do recall.
Semantics.
I
Let's
believe
just get
that
there.
she has set up shop in the trade ward. If you go and you see, kind of points off in the direction. Is it about 3 streets north to south, and then 2 streets to the east? You'd find it just fine. It's pretty simple and easy to find. It's called Magic.
Great.
Big sign up front. One.
Thank
spotless.
you very much. I want to go and I want to find another person like
Cafe.
a couple feet
Cafe,
away.
yeah.
Not like right where he can see me just ditching him. But I
Yeah.
want to go down a couple and find another person.
There's a female gnome with bright red hair that seems to be like folding something up. It's a long tubular object of some sort.
Excuse me, madam. I'm looking to find Birdie's shop. Could you point me in the right direction?
Birdie's shop, yes, I help you find Birdie's shop. Yeah. You give me a hand here up tying this up.
Absolutely.
Of course. And as she kind of turns and reveals around her, she's wearing this very simple, but it has a beauty to it. Green leather armor with daggers tucked around everywhere on her body. As she turns and reveals the object to you, you can very clearly see the humanoid shape inside of the cloth and a massive blood stain that is kind of seeping through it. It's blackish brown at this point. But it's very discernibly blood. As you start helping her tie, she kind of waits expectantly. You tie up the feet, she ties the head.
Birdie's shop's not far from here. It's, let's say probably 3 streets north to south and 2 east, if you would.
Wonderful.
It's really easy to find. It's called Magic.
Thank
I
you
can't
very
afford
much. Let's hurry away. Come now.
Yep, going. Following the
Are you
Mutosh.
trying to tell me she murdered someone or something?
A lot of
Yeah,
people
you
just
stop
died,
to ask.
so.
You didn't stop to ask.
Okay.
It'd be the perfect time to do it, though.
So yeah, we're following those directions, trying to find Birdie's shop.
You go 3 streets north to south and 2 east, and it's honestly on the opposite. So your shop faces a southern street that runs east to west, has a southern exposure. The north-south street that connects to that, Birdie's shop's like pretty much on the corner of that. As you approach, your senses lose track of that lady and pick up another lady.
Fuck this one. Cool, now I know how that works.
Cool. You guys approach Birdie's shop and find that the windows are dark. There was clearly a fire on the roof, but it seems to be put out. And aside from that, the majority of the structure seems to be standing. No answer. You wait a couple more minutes, no answer.
Detect magic.
There are shitloads of magical objects inside this place. There is no magic on the door.
Can I open the door?
You open the door without any hesitation whatsoever.
Hello?
No response.
I will find someone on the street nearby.
Okay. You can see there are other people on the street who have been preparing. This is actually a theme that you're starting to pick up on. It seems that right now the best way to care for the dead is to wrap them in these linen cloths that are of different make. It could be wool, it could be cotton, it could be a great many things, and there are a variety of colors, but it seems that that's how everybody's treating this situation at this point. Tying them in kind of like a stored, almost cigarette style.
Like a
In
Tootsie
two
Roll.
men. Almost like a Tootsie Roll. There is a man not far from the shop who is tending to things. He seems to be some sort of wood elf. He has dark brown skin. He's rather short, black hair, brawny as far as elves go.
Hello there, good sir.
Yes.
Seems you're doing some rather macabre work. I do apologize. We are,
That's the
however,
nature of the beast.
adventurers, and we're trying to help the city any way we can. But for us to be able to do that, we need to find Birdie.
Well, you found it, haven't you? And then you see he kind of reveals underneath you. It is a small package, rather round in the middle, and there is a giant red mark squarely in the middle of the arrangement. There's brown.
Where is Fan? We need resurrection immediately.
Fan's getting some nookie.
That
And
sounds
he's
like
rather drunk at this point.
Yeah,
Oh,
my con save for my drinking was not good.
I pull my
It's
weapon
okay,
right
so
to
am I.
you.
Okay.
Well, she's with her husband now.
poor old bird.
Poor old bird. Assuming you want what's in the shop, then.
Joanna instructed us to.
If the alderman says it's okay, then, well, I'm not going to stop you. I wouldn't stop you anyways.
Is there any flowers around or anything like that?
There are some small, like, posies kind of poking up through the cobblestone. That
I'm gonna grab a couple
I'm already walking back to the shop.
and put it on her.
friend of yours.
She was dear. Her face will be remembered.
I mean, us.
Take one good look. We're scared.
Safe travels in your ventures, wherever they may lead you, and may the Lord of Vengeance find your blade true.
Excellent. Thank you.
I'm going back to the shop.
I don't know what they're.
Opening the door,
I don't know.
you have quite a variety of objects in here at this point. It seems that her collection has grown.
I'm going
There
to them as well.
doesn't appear to be any looting yet. The thing that catches your eye the most is
Go one by
the
one.
beam of light that is kind of shining in against the back wall, where there is a hole. And around that hole, and especially around the floor, is a very dark, saturated stain. And next to that hole, there is a sliver of wood about 4 feet long. So it's a little plank, board, beam that looks to have been shattered from something. And doing the math, you're like, hole up there, hole right here, beam right here. Already a hole in her chest.
She was impaled.
I cast Detect Magic and I go to the nearest glowing object.
It is a.
Right by everything you said.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds really emotional. How about that magic shit? Give me one.
You can give us a
That's
list
fine.
here.
I'd like
The
to
man
keep,
knows what he wants.
I'd like to keep an eye out for bows.
There are.
We're about to sweep this place. We're about to shop.
The nearest thing to you is an abacus.
It's the
It's about,
calculator screen.
Okay.
I don't know, 3 feet tall. It's an abracadabrus.
Oh
Sorry.
my god.
Is it an actual item?
An abracadabrus. It's a chest. It's about 2.5 feet long and about 2 feet tall. You know that if you take an action to close the touch lid of this chest, to expend one of its charges while naming the one or more non-magical objects, including raw materials, foodstuffs, and liquids, with a total of 1 gold piece or less, the chest will provide that object, having given it something in return. So you can take a rock and turn it into a stake. That's the nearest thing to you.
How big is it?
It's about 2.5 feet long, 2 feet tall.
Do I see any kind of
Pretty big.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Can't really hold that.
markings or sigils or any potentially anything maybe indicating that this item is protected?
No, it doesn't seem that anything is protected. In fact, based on the time of day and when the attack happened, you're pretty sure she was probably open for business.
Really painting a picture here.
Nice. How big is this chest thing?
2x2.
Is it 2
Yeah, it's
per
basically
rod?
2x2.
Per round.
Oh my god,
That's
that was
really
cute.
Something I could truck around. Is there anything in the way of bows? For
You found a boomerang. It's very shiny, and it definitely looks magical. There's also a +1 bow, if you'd like.
Can I
It's
take
hanging
both of
on the
them?
wall. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
take whatever-
girl, take
this
whatever
is
you
literally,
want.
you
We're
can take whatever
shopping.
you want.
Is there any more of her magic, the arrows that she had?
Make an investigation check for me.
Him or me?
Yeah, he's looking for the arrows.
Can I
Well,
help
Dad,
him?
do you want any?
Oh boy.
Check out.
So
I
we
don't
just
really
get
care to
it.
have anything.
Yeah. What do we see?
Reroll it.
Make a perception check.
You said investigation?
Well, I guess I'll see if there's any cool potions.
14.
She probably
Is that your
doesn't keep the
investigation?
ammo up front.
Investigation.
Is what you're gathering from this.
Is there
Ammo's
like
kept somewhere
a
else.
door that I see to the back?
There are 2 doors. There's one that leads somewhere and one that leads somewhere else. They're both closed.
Any kind of magic on those doors that makes sense?
Not that you can tell.
Detect magic. If that wasn't clear.
No.
Okay.
Is this just a standard boomerang?
It is a +1 boomerang.
19.
19. There are shields. There is armor.
Okay.
There is a whole cadre of weapons. Everything ranging from maces to mauls to short swords to.
Is there a flail?
You know, there's a flail. Yeah. It looks particularly nice. It has the symbol of Thor on it.
Ah!
Did you buy the boomerang?
I
No!
don't have to buy anything.
You don't have to buy anything. We just
Yeah,
take
you
it.
not paying
attention at all?
Birdie's dead.
Fire sale!
Oh, the person that owns this. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There are potions,
Debbie's
there are
dead.
scrolls, there are rings, there's.
Holy shit.
I would
staffs.
like to check out the potions.
Okay. Oh god. Pyum. Pyum. Let's see.
Is there another boomerang?
Make an investigation
I want somewhat
check.
of a long distance
Make an investigation
weapon.
check for me. There is a potion. It's blue. It looks kind of cloudy and murky on the inside.
I already have a potion of invisibility, potion of greater healing. So if there's
It is
anything that makes
neither
it
of
similar.
those things. Well, I mean, you don't really know what they are. Nothing's labeled in here.
Fuck, I don't running.
There is a potion that is giving off a soft golden glow, though the light source within is not visible. It just seems that, like, potion itself, it's not the potion that's lit, it's just everything around it seems to be kind of golden and glowy.
I don't know how I'm gonna label any of this.
Golden glowy potion.
Is
blue
there
cloudy
anything
potion.
resembling a rod?
And there is a. Ooh, hold on. Wait.
Wait.
Yeah, the stop.
Yeah.
Maybe like a rod of the pack equal +2?
There is a potion that is black and murky, but the liquid inside seems calm and a little thick.
Okay, so there's a blue potion, a gold potion,
I should write this down.
a black potion, and I'll take all 3.
Okay.
Oh. I rolled a 14.
Yeah.
15, sorry.
Give me 1 second to write this down because I will forget it. You know I'm gonna forget it.
Goodness, Bandit.
I did not give you a potion of lycanthropy.
What's that?
I did not give you one, so don't worry about it.
Well, lycanthrope is a werewolf.
Ow.
Black painted nose. What'd you get?
15.
There is a boomerang. Yep, there's another one. It's on the other side of the store.
What kind of boomerang?
It's a +1 boomerang. It's magical. Everything in here is magical from what you can tell.
Can I check out the rings?
The
I too like to check out the rings.
But you want to look at rods.
I do. But if you're gonna ignore me, you're gonna skip me and go to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna take rods
Sure.
right now. Ooh.
It's good for the pandemic because then I don't sneeze like outward
Yeah.
and splurt stuff.
Yeah.
Splurt. Wait, what did you do?
She keeps sneezing.
Oh, what did you like do this or what did you
No, I just don't. I don't let
She
out.
goes.
Oh, you reversed
She
it?
goes.
I sneeze.
I don't know if you should do that.
I like the
Probably
satisfaction.
shouldn't.
I like the satisfaction of releasing.
Same.
I love the
It
satisfaction.
feels
It's a
so
big
good.
ol' hut.
It's amazing.
I like sneezing, but I also.
There's a rod. It's magical. It's black. It's kind of twisted and like pale, and everything about it just kind of gives off this creepy vibe.
I love it.
I
will
take
take it.
welcome to. It's Rod of Pact Keeping. Rod of the Pact Keeper, excuse me.
Is that a rod of the pack keeper +1?
No, this is the Rod of Pact Keeper.
Okay, well I
there's-
have a rod of pack keeper +1, so I'll leave that one.
Okay. There's also a another
Any
rod that
Sorry.
ends in 3 about foot-long rubbery tentacles.
Oh, sounds like a party.
I'm surprised you're not running for
I
that.
love
Yeah.
What is it?
Tentacle form.
So rod, a tentacle rod.
Oh yeah.
It is a tentacle rod. And those are the only 2 rods in there. Rings, you say?
Rings,
Huh?
please, sir.
And then any
Oh,
armor
let's
that
see.
would be appropriate for Fan.
I see.
Yeah.
Just fan it.
There is a ring. It is in a case, and it is like an obsidian black. It has a very menacing feel to it.
Hey, Boontosh, can you check out this box before I touch it?
Which box is that?
The menacing box.
Yes, yes. What is so menacing about this box?
The ring just gives off this aura of like intensity that is creepy.
I fear no darkness, not touch the box. Open
Nothing
it.
happens. Nothing happens.
Open it.
Ask your friends if they feel anything from the box.
Hey guys.
Saw, dude.
What's wrong?
How are you doing today? I'd like to speak to the dark one today.
Okay.
What do you make of this box here?
The ring.
The information that you gather is that the ring is menacing. It is the same. He has the same information you do, basically.
It's menacing.
It feels kind of creepy.
I want to take the ring and I want to put it on.
Okay. You find after you slide the ring onto your finger that it does not want to come off.
Oh no.
What finger did you put it on?
Stupid things, huh?
What finger did you put it on?
I put it on my pinky.
Too bad Fan
You wanna
was
lose your
there to
pinky?
save you.
You actually need the finger the most.
No, you don't.
Yes,
it is
you
the
do.
It is the strongest of all your fingers.
For
You
grip.
need
There
a
are-
finger grasp.
There are
That's
3
That's why
muscles.
pinky
you can
promises
do without,
are
you
so
can do without
good.
these 2 guys actually.
Yeah, these
It's
two.
These 2 you need
Interestingly, my neighbor cut off these 2 with a skill saw, but he kept his
Ouchie.
index and pinky,
That would be
and
terrifying.
as a result, he had a very strong grip.
You need your pinky.
You need your pinky. It has 3 muscles attached to it instead of 2 like the other 4.
So
Or
let's
3
chop
and
off that finger.
You still
What-
want to stick with pinky?
She's over here like
What do I feel like this thing is doing to me?
nothing so far.
We'll find out.
And I
So
can't take it off?
far.
It does not want to come off whatsoever.
Can I help try to take it off?
You're pretty sure at this point it's going to cause degloving.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there a cash register?
There is
It's
a
like
cash
taking
register.
They
Love,
look
but
in
it's also-
it
It's a
secretly,
ledger. It's a
please.
ledger,
That's
and
a
it's
legit
a
term.
sliding box that has
That's a scientific
coins
term.
kind of placed in it in different arrangements.
Okay, I'm gonna loot it.
Yeah, I mean, there's about 600 gold, 75 silver, and 42 copper inside of it.
Is there any other rings than the one that
There
now is
are.
on his
There is
pinky?
another one that is silver with gold banding around it, as well as another black one with a blue and red. I forget what the terms are for stones, but stones laid into it.
Rubies.
How much copper? Sorry.
42. As well as a double banded gold ring, so it looks like it fits over 2 fingers.
I'll take all 3.
Okay.
And we'll hand it out to Joanne's. So there's a. Sorry, you're gonna have to tell me.
I'm sorry, there's one more.
Okay.
It's bronze and it has a what appears to be a diamond set into it.
Guadalupe's gonna kind of blink and look at the shiny rock. Okay.
They're very nice.
Do you want the bronze with the diamond? I give it to Guadalupe.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell you guys because you'll attune to them eventually. Yours is a ring of warmth.
Oh.
Okay. And the other 3?
The one that is on your finger is
His
a ring
finger?
of spell storing, or the two golded, the double banded
the
one.
double banded?
That's a ring of spell storing.
I would like that one, please. I
Uh,
would like that one. Very much, please.
There.
the silver and
this is
gold
this?
one is a ring of protection.
Okay.
And what was the other one that I told you about?
There was
A dark one
a
on.
dark.
Oh, those were
there
3. Yeah, that was your 3.
You gave me the super friendly
No, you
funshine.
only gave me 2.
Funshine ring.
Yeah, I described 3 to you. She took one.
The ring
What's
of
it-
happy
well-
go lucky.
You
You had
described
a ring
4.
of protection.
Ring of protection.
You have the ring of spell storing.
Ring of spell
The
storing.
ring of warmth, and the ring of loyalty.
Oh, there's
The
4.
band of loyalty.
Band
Okay.
of loyalty.
Okay, got it.
Because you'll attune to it eventually.
Oh, we should not be attuned right now.
Yeah.
I mean, just don't attune to it in this session.
Okay.
Is there any?
Am I
Clothing?
attuned to Dawnbringer yet?
Probably are too by the time. You've been freaking holding on to him.
Yeah, you've been holding on to it for a long time. It's not wave.
I don't see a diamond on this ring, Mike.
There's diamond on it.
It is furry.
What are you talking about?
I was lied to.
What'd you get? Did he tell you?
Oh no, is it bad?
Did you text him?
I fucking warned you. The diamond is cut in the shape of
No.
2 ferrets hugging each other like a yin and yang
Aw,
symbol.
cute.
Is it bad?
We'll
It's
talk
also
about it
fun.
after.
Oh, we have to
this.
talk about it after.
I would like the ring of spell storing if you don't mind sharing.
You might need it.
yeah.
I might need
I'll
that.
look it up first before you
Yeah.
give it out.
Any other magical items that I haven't seen yet?
I want to look at
Weapons, armor.
clothes. Are there
Oh,
clothes?
Oh, armor.
Yeah, I want to go over armor.
Armor.
There is a large set of armor.
Is there menacing armor?
There's no menacing armor. Make whoever's looking at the armor. I'll let you two make investigation checks. I'm excited for this one. I've wanted to do this for a long time.
Am I gonna do the same?
It popped out of my
It's just
box,
us two.
but it
Well, I
landed.
was looking at
As
it.
long as it's on the table, it's
Armor?
good.
It's on the table.
Yeah.
You got potions.
No.
She's
Seven.
really
Armor
getting
doesn't do anything for me,
I
right?
got
It
things.
weighs
Not for
me down.
you.
No, not for me.
Sorry.
Oh.
I want to look at clothes if we have clothes.
Not natural 20.
Not natural 20 and 8. Okay, so it's with his help that you identify the majority of these objects, which you've smuggled a lot of things just like this before. There is a breastplate that you recognize to be an armor of gleaming. It never gets dirty.
You can pile the armor on me until we get to Fan.
Is there a little cart we can put on here?
Right? Is there a cart nearby?
There is a. Let's find out. There is a rather terrifying set of like spiked armor. It has like a sickly greenish color to it that you find off-putting, but not menacing. It's just alien, if you will. There's that. There is a thin metal chainmail that looks like it's meant for somebody smaller, honestly, probably your size. there is a set of leather armor that, even as you stand here, appears to have some like mist coming off of it, which is strange. And there is also, well, there's lots of shields. One of them has like a, it's like a metal plate laid over the metal plates that make it up, like almost like a turtle shell, if you will, but made of metal. There's also a wooden shield with a really terrible, like, Oni kind of grimace across it. And as you come to the end of like the armor section, you see this hulking, massive bear pelt that has a chain that kind of links the paws together, and the maw of the bear would be like a headpiece almost, and a matching Speedo.
Is it big?
It is big.
I'm gonna start pulling that down.
Just take it all. Take everything.
I want to take the misty leather armor. that you're
Okay.
talking about.
You can add armor of smoldering, I think it is.
I don't know how to do this in the mobile app where I find things.
You gotta manage equipment and search.
Yeah.
On the
Smoldering?
thing.
Smoldering?
Yeah, so.
It's armor that always looks like you just were on fire. Smoldering armor. Sorry. Smoldering armor.
I think you just type it in there, don't you?
I tried.
The bear pelt is leather hide armor.
I have a manage equipment button above mine. I don't
Is
know
it a
why
magical item?
Huh?
It's not a magical item?
Smoldering armor.
Why don't you use manage equipment?
SMOLDER.
But it's not like a plus
Are you
one,
in the
right?
app right now? You're online.
I'm
It's just
online,
cool.
yeah.
The armor that you were able to pick up, the leather armor,
So mine has manage equipment.
it's leather armor plus 1.
Go to your
What else did we pick up? Did you take the shields?
You said it was what armor plus 1?
It's leather armor plus 1.
If you want the smoldering, I want to give that to you.
She's just gonna do.
I'm just doing
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
Chris.
No, you're fine.
Are we taking the shields?
I don't think any of us use it.
Yeah, I can't use a shield.
Yeah. Someone does.
I'll get the best shield for fan.
Okay. Looking at them, it's hard to tell. There's one that's made out of wood, but it has this really, like, almost kind of like, almost strikes fear into you, face
The
painted
Oni
on
one?
it, the Oni one. Or the very kind of, not polished, but metally turtle shell.
I'll get the turtle shell one.
Okay.
Not turtle enough.
So, how much can she carry, like, realistically?
Like 3 times her
all
body
this
weight.
stuff, yeah.
1,500
But how's,
pounds.
how's she gonna, like,
You
organize
can strap
this?
it to her like a mule.
Oh, okay.
Space bar.
You just have to be okay with carrying things like a mule.
That's fine.
There's no leather armor plus 1 though.
What did you get for Chris?
Yeah,
It's just
I
plus
got
1.
it.
It's
What's-
plus 1.
What's the
Just look
bear?
up plus 1 armor.
Oh, that's all it is?
Yeah, it's plus 1 armor.
Oh.
Oh.
So, did we get 2 plus 1 armors? The smoldering
Yeah, the
armor,
smoldering
the plus
armor.
leather.
The shit that never dirtied, his bear coat, and the green horn stuff, which nobody asked, but
You
I
got
wanna
the turtle
inspect
shield?
it. I don't really wanna
okay.
get too familiar with
Oh boy, we've never done a shopping day, have we?
No.
We actually haven't received money since, like, the beginning of the
Literally,
campaign.
literally never gotten paid for anything.
Make a Arcana check for me.
Oh, gosh.
I don't see
Probably-
a plus 1 single leather.
What's your arcana?
I'll look for it later.
What's your arcana?
Thank you.
I just wrote it in my book.
Plus 3.
It's gonna be
I'm gonna
the two.
tug your sleeve and I want you to investigate that creepy armor for me.
It's so great last time.
He's gonna be like, oh, cursed, I'll put it on.
It looks so cool.
17.
It is heavy. And the you get a bad vibe from it after you look at it for a little while. You get a little
I
bit of
pick
a
it
bad
up.
vibe from it. It looks demonic, almost.
I would not recommend putting this one up. It seems weird that she would sell all sorts of things that she's selling. Some evil things.
I'm sure she sold whatever she got her hands on.
That's true. Old bad.
I'm gonna turn my attention back to the chainmail you said that would fit some of my size.
The gleaming.
No.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That is the gleaming chainmail.
No. Oh, it is? No,
No,
I was gonna say
you
we
just said it was chainmail.
It is beautiful, well crafted, tightly knit rings that kind of grab onto each other and make this well formed shirt, effectively.
What is it?
It's not chainmail.
I mean, you honestly have to put it on to figure out.
If I put it on, do I have to commit to it?
For like an hour, yeah, to figure out what it is. It's one of those things you gotta tune to.
How heavy is it?
It is incredibly light. Holding it in your hands, you wouldn't know if it was better than or anything more than a silk shirt.
You can use that.
I will try it
Whatever
then.
spell I put
Okay.
into it.
What is it?
After an hour, you can go ahead and add Elven Chain to your inventory.
So I can put like healing spells in there if I need it.
So I have to take off my breastplate, right?
What'd you say the turtle shield was?
I didn't.
Damn.
Oh, it's about the same.
Is there any clothes?
But if you tune to it, I'll tell you.
If she brings it back to me and
Yeah.
Are there any
Just what-
clothes?
There are robes. There are. It looks like underlying shirts,
Cool,
things
actually.
that are made available to make wearing some of these magical items more comfortable.
Okay, so there's not like a magical cloak, magical shirt.
Not where you're at. No.
Seems fine, dude.
I mean, there's 2 other rooms that you guys haven't gone into.
Okay, can I go into one of the closer rooms?
There's 2 doors. One's left. One's right.
Right.
Right, you open the door and you can see back here there is lots of shit. There are shitloads of weapons on racks.
Guys.
Of any kind of make that you can imagine. There are a couple of basic looking shields as well as a crate, and you can see some fabric poking out of that crate.
I'll check that crate.
Guys, there's more shit in here.
I'm gonna go through the other door.
The other door leads to a staircase. It opens outward towards you.
Ooh,
It leads to a staircase.
staircase. Down or up? That's a real question.
Is
Up. I was like, yeah, you guys have to figure out. And I was like, no, you can see.
You
I was
clearly
gonna say
can see.
staircases going down are the most scariest for me.
Okay, I go up the
Same.
stairs.
Yeah. Hate staircases going
It
down.
leads to a bedroom, and it's rather nice in there.
Are there any
Small.
magical items in there? Detect magic.
No, it seems there's a couple little flower pots,
Any hair flips?
some
That's cute.
herbs that are being grown on the windowsill, a writing desk that has a couple ink stains on it, things like that.
How does
Um,
a raven like a writing desk?
I'll go back down there.
You find
I find.
a cloak that has a sky blue tinge to it with kind of this white streaked pattern that kind of flows across from left to right, and it's thicker on the left and kind of gets more mellow on the right.
Ooh, can I throw that on?
As soon as you do, you turn around and you guys all see Luca, and she's standing there, and with a sourceless amount of wind, you can see her cape billowing.
Oh,
behind her.
hell yeah! I'm gonna stand like this.
Yeah, it's
Let it wind blow.
yeah, it's incredible. No matter which way you turn, it always seems to be the perfect angle. That's a cloak of billowing.
Oh my gosh, I saw that before. Those are ridiculous.
Are there any wondrous items in here?
You can make a.
Right to the point. Yeah.
You can make a.
He's like, give me the best thing.
Talking gold here.
Investigation check.
I dropped my old armor onto the floor, by the way. I just kind of like slipped out of it.
Okay. Yep.
Just don't
Come
want it to be
on.
done.
Are you serious? 13.
All of these are wondrous items.
Dope. Do I see any wands?
Rods.
You're in the
Wands.
bedroom, right?
No, I came back down.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I guess that makes sense.
How the heck do you guys even manage
Um,
this?
There
Give me some
is
buttons.
a
Give me some
wand
shit.
that
Yeah.
has it's kind of like silvered around the base, but as you get up to the top, it grows into this like, not it's got like a bulbous tip to it that's kind of
Ooh.
foamy and black. There's that. Yep.
Any other clothing?
No. There is another one that is just the most boring, bland, brown thing you've ever seen in your life.
Guanapo, I go
Is
over
that
to
it?
you. I take off the cloak and hand it to you. I'm gonna feel like I'm
And
flying.
there is a gnarled,
For a minute.
twisted
Like,
wand that has this kind of spiral edge that goes all the way up to the tip.
I want the boring looking one.
Okay. I'll tell you because you'll probably attune to it as well. Make sure that you guys are counting what you can attune to. I think it's 3 at this
3.
point. So if you have to attune to something and you only have 3, you can't attune to another thing.
Okay.
But you would know this to be a wand of scowls.
mm.
Are there any other rods in this area?
Wand of
No.
scowls.
Yeah.
I heard of one of smiles from other places.
Weird. Yeah. I'm like the negative. I'm like the antithesis. Also, that girl we were talking about earlier, she said epitome. She's like, that's the epitome of funny movies. And I was like, I'm about to beat the fucking shit out of you. Like, don't tell me you're in a master's program and say epitome.
You ever watch Brian Regan or hear Brian Regan?
No, but it fucking pissed me off really bad.
He has a special called The Epitome of Hyperbole. And so he's like, someone came up to me after my show and they said, you pronounced everything in your show wrong. He's like, well, that's not the epitome of hyperbole.
That was beautiful. Epitome of hyperbole. Anybody have anything else they want to do while they're here?
Anything shiny?
Make an investigation check.
So many shiny things.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be
Anything else that draws me in?
Make an investigation check.
So look at that ring.
The witch ring.
The ring of spell holding. I have very limited spell slots that might be very useful for
It
me.
costs spell slots to use.
You spend a spell. And by spending that spell, you put that spent spell into the ring to use at a later date.
Right.
14.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if it's 15.
18.
Gotcha.
Because I'm like, I don't want to forget what I rolled and then go through the.
You don't leave your
It's
dice
as you
over
guys
so you
bonk
have
your
it?
heads
She
together
probably
and
should, though.
That's fine.
Guanapo, as you're falling back, you catch like just like a draped carpet or some sort of fabric material, and you watch as he's falling. There is the glint of something solid and metallic underneath this.
I grab it. Are you falling on it? Is that what's happening?
No. She just you guys like bonked heads as you were like walking. towards each
Oh,
other,
okay.
And like you just oh god, and you like kind of reveal this large metallic object.
Oh, I thought like you were saying like Guanapo was falling on it, like he was about to be impaled.
No.
Oh shit! Had my head. That went differently.
I kind of peeked my eye out.
It's a
so,
safe.
yeah, shiny.
Oh.
Same.
Rather big safe, to be perfectly honest.
Try to open it.
Very, very locked.
I call it my crowbar.
You can crowbar your heart out if you'd like.
I'll help.
Make a strength check
Oh,
with
God.
advantage.
Oh god.
Thieves tools.
I don't think any of us are thieves, actually.
Hold on, let me see what I got.
Well, yeah, no, that was my next thing I was thinking about using. I'm like, I don't think I have them.
Nah, I have other tools. I'm sorry, strength check. You
Fan
said?
has thieves tools.
It's just a matter of whether or not
You're trying to get snooky
proficient with
snooky.
There's
Why you didn't come
not
with us?
there. Your priorities are
You
elsewhere.
know what I rolled.
Oh my gosh.
that. Roll a
With
d4
advantage?
for me.
Oh god. 4.
Did you roll over
You
there?
take 4
Oh, no, I didn't roll with
points.
advantage.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
I'm still gonna do it anyways. It's
Oh.
fun. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as the crowbar slips out of the joint and whirls around and smacks you in the temple, Luca.
Wait, she gets the damage?
Yeah, she gets the damage.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
standing there like with that look of like, sorry.
I'm gonna run over and grab my Boontosh and like try and write my book detect magic on this thing for me, please.
This has not been fun for me. I've basically, since I've gotten here, I've got a cursed ring and a sex toy, and I'm not having a good time anymore. Detect magic.
Detect magic.
I'm just picturing you running.
Like a very disappointed kid at Christmas.
I literally got a 3-dangled sex toy.
Is it the tentacle one?
Yeah, the tentacle rod.
It's got a range of 15 feet, so I'm
I'm
gonna goose you.
picturing a Boontosh running around.
Like on his
Floppy
back.
dildos on.
It'd be funny if you had it like on your back and just hitting the back of the head.
It feels like every other Friday night for me.
Oh god, this makes me happy.
I'm not happy.
It's magical.
It is magical, quote unquote.
From what realm? Or class? School?
I don't think it tells me.
Oh, yours detect magic should tell you at least a school of magic.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a school on it.
I always thought that was a cop out.
What?
Every
Learn at
spell.
school of magic, if any. Yeah.
I used to use it a lot as bomb.
I feel like if I open this, I'll constantly have the feeling of something stuck up my butt.
Always.
That's a would you rather kind of question.
Just constipated.
Good when you want it, bad when you don't.
God. We're running way over on this one, guys, but fuck, is this funny.
We're shopping. Oh no.
It's like a month
The
of
one time that
shopping.
we want to go over on stream
Right.
is shopping reasons.
It's an enchantment.
We did start one.
It's an enchantment.
Oh, so there's magic keeping this closed then. I'm imagining.
Is there like a key? Like, do I see a keyhole?
Is it like a numbers? No. Oh, it's just
It is a metal box,
that is magically closed.
and you can see there's a seam around one of the edges and kind of this binding material on the final edge.
Can we move it?
The box is incredibly heavy and appears to be either bolted to the ground or so heavy that you're not able to move it.
Is it supported on
Open
wood?
sesame. No?
Hey,
Let's try.
go outside. Cut off Birdie's hand. Bring it.
It's pretty dark.
That's the one who's cut off dicks before.
Not in this campaign. Wait, has it been?
No.
No.
Okay, yeah.
You've stuck things
Wait,
up
am I a
people's butts.
halfling?
Wait.
Yeah. Just kidding. Maybe not. Is it on wood? Is it bolted into wood?
You can't tell. You can't move it. You can't inspect the sides of it.
But I can inspect the ground that it's on.
You can see the surf. It's literally like a cube that is placed on the ground. You have no idea what's holding it there. If anything,
The bolts might be on the inside.
Wait.
Or it's just magical. And
Is it inside the ground?
no. It's resting on
I
top
think
of a
I'm-
wood plank floor.
Yes, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, okay.
resting. There's no feet. There's
Okay.
there's no gap between the bottom.
What I'm saying is if I break the wood around said box, it's not bolted to the ground anymore. It's bolted to the piece of wood that's removed from the ground.
You could always try.
Anyone got an axe?
I just hold out my crowbar.
I have a shovel.
I have a hammer to bring to this in another world.
All right. Well, did we get it? Fan anything?
Who?
You got fan stuff?
Armor and a shield.
Okay. Were there any books? No. Okay. So we
Does
call it
Fan
quits?
need any, no.
Scrolls?
There were scrolls. Yep, there were scrolls.
I'll take
Most
them all.
of them are okay. Cool.
I'll sort them out to give to Fan, so Fan can use them.
Gotcha.
Or Nabunta, you use scrolls?
Anyone can use.
Anyone can use
Yeah,
scrolls.
we'll share when we're ready.
Yeah, I'll just take. All right, let's go. I'm gonna put them in a stack.
Yeah.
And we'll just tie it to Odette and we'll head out. Yeah? Shopping? Good? Yeah?
Chris,
Yeah.
you know the scroll's coming.
Yeah, do you want to
You know
send
what's
Fan an
going on.
update that we're on our way back? So you can
Yeah.
wrap it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Or should we waste that?
A bird?
Hold on, I
Yeah,
have hold on, I have a spell I can use. Wait, 120. He's more than 120 feet from me. Yeah, no. It's fine, we can surprise him.
It's a big
Okay.
house.
We'll just make loud clopping sounds as we get closer.
Yeah, in the kitchen, just like awkwardly putting things
So we just grabbed all the scrolls?
We grabbed all the scrolls.
How many were there?
There were 6.
Cool. We'll sort them out when we get to Joanne's.
As you
How's
walk
your
up
sex
the
time?
street clanking with very obvious magical items strapped to your dear friend lady, there are a couple of people who give you side-eye, and one person about halfway through the residential quarter that just kind of like from their window is like looking at you, walk by, and right at about the point that you guys stop being able to make eye contact without turning, you hear, "Disgraceful."
Oh, Joanne sent us on a mission. Oh man, we're about to save this whole town.
Shutters just closed.
Is there like a
It's
nearby
pretty bad.
alley that's
We
closed?
lose it.
Like,
Was her name Karen?
I'm
You
gonna.
can stop and ask.
is there like a nearby alley somewhere I can like kind of hide? Like where no one is, so I can kind of.
I mean, it's kind of like a busier area. You feel like, yeah, there's probably a place that you could reasonably go, but are the chances of somebody passing by
Trying to make
immediately
you
as you go
invisible.
in there are
Put the stuff you're
pretty
carrying.
high.
That'd probably be best.
Okay, I
Just keep
cast
walking.
invisibility on Odette.
And as you guys cast your spell, making your way up the karst staircase with your booty in tow, Fan
How'd you do?
lying on a
Joanne's booty in tow.
kitchen floor.
You did her
smoking a
booty
cigarette.
and her toe.
Oh, was it good?
I don't know.
How'd it go?
I
How'd
felt
it go?
better.
Okay.
It was alright.
Oh.
Aww. That's where we'll pick up next time because we're late. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Thanks for doing the do. Make sure you stick around. If you guys don't know, for anyone that does actually follow us, we're coming into the end of we're coming into the end of this campaign. It's coming into a nice little putting a bow tie on it. Chris is taking over. Just in case you guys didn't know, that's Zoe, that's Debbie, that's Devin, that's Matthew.
Oh, wow.
We know Chris. We know Mike.
You're last.
You guys are losers. See, I was able to throw a sting in there.
25 weeks of this.
Not like
25
in the same stream.
We all know Chris and Mike. Here are the others.
You're the.
I am not supporting class.
Yeah, what?
I love it. Anyways, guys, thanks everybody that supports us. Stick around. This campaign's coming to an end. Wait for news on the new one. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.